WADK.com.
WADK AM 1540, WADK.com, WADK FM 101.1, and Corrigan Financial. It's Aquidneck Island football, live and local.
I think we've already established that. Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Salve Regina University hosting MIT. And both teams coming off pretty big-sized wins last week. And this could be one very interesting matchup. So we'll try to run it down for you. Kevin Gilmartin, in his 9th season as the head coach of Salve, he is the longest tenured coach in this team's history. His record, 48-25. He has taken his team to the postseason 5 of the last 8 seasons. He's won a couple of bowl championships. He's got more than 100 players on the roster.
Now, I actually did a little thought thing there. There's about 1,900 students at Salve. He's got about 6% of them on his football team. Good Lord.
Yep, there's a lot of duplicate numbers on this roster because you only go up to 99.
Isn't that amazing?
But that's how popular the Salve program is, participatory speaking. All right, what happened last week? Well, things went well for Salve as they defeated Norwich 38-0.
Yeah, and it was every bit as good as it sounds. They had 492 yards of offense, and more than half of that belonged to Joey Moriello. He had, and this is not a typo, my friends, 261 yards on 34 carries. He had 2 touchdowns, 4 yards shy of the school record. He was the conference offensive player of the week. He's always trying to do more on and off the field. Joey Moriello is about to be a star in this league if he hasn't been already. Joining him in the backfield, quarterback Jack McGuire. He was 12 for 23 for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was picked once. His favorite receiver was Pat Travers. He had 4 catches for 76 yards. He had the touchdown. Kicker Chris Maida had 1 of 2 field goals. That was 33 yards, but he was 5 for 5 in extra points. The defense also picked off a pass. That was Zach Tucker. So this is a pretty good, impressive performance. The quarterback, as we said, is Jack McGuire, the senior, 6'5", 205. His coach calls him smart and strong and needs to make the right reads, but he tries to be a little like Brett Favre, according to the quarterback. The kicker, Chris Maida, he's got range up to 45 yards. Matt Sylvia, a grad student, 6'2", 195 from East Greenwich, is the leader in the secondary, but he's not available for today's game. As far as locals on the roster, there are some. Kyle Laughlin from Middletown, we've talked about him a bit. Ben Cortez of Smithfield, Nick Losardo out of Tabor Academy, Lenny Pina of Middletown, Braden Schuster from Middletown, Matt Sylvia out of East Greenwich, and Justin Klemanchuk out of Tolman.
Nice little local touch there. As for MIT, well, they're led by their head coach, Brian Bubna, who's in his 4th season. And looks like we have the color guard out on the field. I may have to interrupt myself because we are going to have the singing of the national anthem. And the young lady who will sing it is Lainey Gilmartin.
I've heard that name before.
The daughter of head coach Kevin Gilmartin. Lainey's 17 years old, a senior. And it looks like, the mayor of Newport has arrived, Gene Napolitano.
I'll tell you what, it's a special day. I mean, I don't know how much of a chance we're going to get to talk about it. It is 9/11. We don't need to remind anybody of that. The flag is at half staff. There's a military color guard. This is a pretty special day, and for all of us who remember it. Yeah.
It's not going to be forgotten, that's for sure. Let me give you a little bit more about MIT as both teams are in their locker rooms. Brian Bubna, 4th season. He's a 2-time NEWMAC Coach of the Year. That's the New England Women's and Men's Athletic Conference. As a head coach, his record 23-8 in the conference. He's 17-4. Before he was the head coach at MIT, he was a 9-year assistant, including being the defensive coordinator. The captains are Nathan Basinger, Will Exon, Sam Gazelski, and Chris Mock, the quarterback. Here's what happened last week, and notice the total yardage. 492 for Salve last week, Here's what MIT did against Curry.
Well, they beat them 41-7, and they had 452 yards of total offense. So this one looks like it could be a shootout, depending on how it goes. But, another big win. Salve had theirs. MIT had theirs. They're led by Chris Mock, as Bob said, 17 of 29 last week for 261 yards. So what Joey Moriello did on the ground, Chris Mock did through the air. Jay Theriault is their leading rusher. He had 58 yards on 10 carries. He had a touchdown. Brady Klein also gained 51 yards on 6 attempts. He had a touchdown. Dennis Gastel, who I believe is from Lincoln, Rhode Island, caught 4 passes for 93 yards and a touchdown. Ben Dwyer, 5 catches, 33 yards and a touchdown. And Jack Montanaro had 4 catches for 48 yards. And Mock is a 3-year starter. He's a grad student. As we said, 6'3", 225. Both the quarterbacks have good size in the height department at the very least. And we're looking forward to what could be a very exciting football game.
Yeah, Jack McGuire, 6'5", senior quarterback.
And Mock is 6'3", so
yeah,
we're looking up at both of them. So.
All right, the crowd has slowly built up and is starting to fill up the stands. We are going to have a ceremony that will involve the national anthem, and again, that'll be sung by Lainey Gilmartin, the daughter of head coach Kevin Gilmartin, who's roaming around.
I think we have it now.
Okay.
Presenting today's colors on the field are cadets from
Get the microphone on.
Sabre Battalion, Army ROTC.
Brian Lynch, the public address announcer. And we're going to get the Salve team to come out on the field. They were standing by the locker room, but now they'll take the field and fill up the near sidelines in their brand new uniforms, which are basically all deep gray with blue numerals and trim. And where's Laney? Laney's going to...
I think I see her heading to the center of the field, but I'm not sure. Nope.
Now, the national anthem by Lainey Gilmartin.
That is her.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Laney Gilmartin getting a hug from Dad.
177 innocent
Well, we know who got the talent in the family.
2 years ago. The September 11, 2000.
Kevin Gilmartin, I believe, was grinning from ear to ear during that entire national anthem.
And why wouldn't he?
American soil.
So, I think I saw somewhere, I didn't bring the part in print, but this is the first time in 655 days that Salve's had a home football game.
Wow. Yeah.
None last year.
It makes sense.
Who were lost in the global war on terror in the years after 9/11.
A little tribute right now from Brian Lynch
For all these brave
to
Americans.
help the crowd remember 9/11.
Thank you.
Military color guard about to depart from the middle of the field.
Today's coin flip at the 50-yard line.
I'll actually never forget the first game we did after 9/11. We were at like Pullman for maybe the only time in our career. and we were by the airport, is all I remember about it, near enough to Green Airport. And all during the game, we could see like low-flying planes coming in, and it was pretty spooky after what had happened a few days before. So that just sort of stuck with me. Is it Tolman that's there? It wasn't Tollgate. No, it had to have been Tolman.
Well, Tolman's in Pawtucket.
Nah, that doesn't make sense. Then where were we? But we were somewhere right by Green Airport. It was.
That means like Tollgate or Pilgrim or.
Pilgrim. It was Pilgrim.
Okay.
Yep. Because I remember we've never really done one since, hardly.
Yeah. All right, the captains are going to head for the middle of the field for the coin toss and decide who's going to be opening up with a kick or a reception. Look at the mayor going out there, part of the midfield ceremony. Yeah. Way to go, Jean Marie.
Maybe she'll get to toss the coin.
I know her son Sean was an outstanding football player at Rogers.
Yeah, I think it might be what's happening. No, maybe not.
So the captains shake hands before the coin toss. MIT in the all-white uniforms with the maroon numerals. And those new gray uniforms for Salve Regina with the blue helmets. And our referee is Mark Mesnick. And he's giving out the instructions. Rest of that officiating crew while we have a chance.
And the mayor will flip the coin, and she just did.
Okay. Can they find it? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Salve apparently has won the toss and is going to defer, I believe.
Haven't been able to, no indication yet. Yeah, they're pointing toward their goal they want, so they must have deferred.
Wind, like last night, goes left to right as we look down from the press box.
It's kind of changed. When I got here, it was kind of right to left, so it can change around a little bit. So here it is. They've deferred, as Bob said. MIT will receive to our right. That puts Salve to our left by default.
Rest of the crew for the officiating. The umpires, Ken Hayer. The the head linesman, Anthony Spinelli. Line judge, Darrell Rawlinson. Field judge, Brian Glasscott. Side judge, John Suchak. Back judge, John Zion-Sosky. Thanks a lot, John. Clock operator, Ed McDonnell. Play clock operator, Ken Weiss.
Well, the way last week's games went, it looks like the first team to 100 wins.
All right, we are ready for Salve Regina University football here on FM WADK 101.1 as well as WADK.com. We are in the press box, which is being controlled by Mr. Andrew Pizzelli, the sports information director at Salve Regina. All right, Salve lines it up to get ready for the kickoff. By the way, the kickoff chores will belong to, don't tell me, I wrote it somewhere. There it is. Chris Maida.
I was going to say, yeah. I thought I knew that, but I wasn't sure.
Chris Maida.
All right.
A freshman out of New Jersey.
Well, I think every 665 days we should do this.
Yes.
Here we go.
Too deep for the engineers of MIT, who will start out on the offense. Beautiful Saturday afternoon for football. Line drive, end over end, down to the 5-yard line. And the return begins to the 15, slowed down, and then finally brought down by MIT is Evan. Oh, of course it's Evan. Evan has too many consonants, not enough vowels.
That's right. Evan Gwads, I'm going to say, but I could not.
How about, you ready for this?
Go.
Govitz.
That's what I meant. Well, you get to about the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 19. MIT will start there. And these fans are ready, these teams are ready, and we're ready.
Quarterback Chris Mock out of Wellington, Florida, will work from the shotgun. We'll have a single setback behind him. That's Jay Theriault. And we have a slot formation to the left, slot back in motion to the right. And the hand up to Theriault, looking for some place to go. No place to go. He's wrapped up for no gain, maybe even a loss.
Well, Jay Theriault is their leading ground gainer, and he gets pretty much nothing. Well, it might be a half a yard loss, but we're going to call it 2nd and 10.
Just inside the 19-yard line, MIT with the opening possession. The front line of Salve making it difficult on them. That's Dylan Budnick, Dylan Hodge, and Alex Pitzer. A 3-man front for the Seahawks. 4-man linebacking crew. 4 deep in the secondary.
They like to throw, and I get the feeling we're going to start seeing it maybe now.
In the spread formation, quick throw to the right side is caught, and it will get out to about the 26-yard line on the reception for MIT. Let's pick it up for you. That would be covered up by Jim's papers.
Sorry.
William Wolfman, the tight end. Got the ball out to the 26-yard line and forcing a 3rd down and 3 here for MIT in the opening possession. Ben Dwyer split out wide to the left side in that slot formation to that side. And from the shotgun, Mock gets the snap. And right up the middle goes Theriault. He's trying to fight his way forward. He is not going to get to the first down. About 8 to 9 Seahawks in on the stop.
Well, they'll pretty much no gain.
No gain. Still at the 26. It's 3 and out for MIT. Their punter is Ben Dwyer, the wide receiver. For Salve, Ashton Dale, Ben Cortez usually go back on kicks. Right now it looks like it's just going to be Ashton. And awaiting a snap for a punt. Low snap, picked up, and it's away. It's high, not too deep. And the catch is made right at the 45-yard line. And as he's surrounded by engineers. And for Salve, that would be Max DeVito, who actually took that return. Oh, John Good, number 1.
Good, excellent field position for Salve. He kind of caught that in a crowd, a little bit of a gutsy play, but he kind of stepped forward a couple of yards to the 47. That's where Salve's going to start at their own 47-yard line.
So, let's see what Jack McGuire and head coach Mr. Gilmartin have in mind.
He might have Joey Moriello in mind, but we'll see.
He is behind the shotgun quarterback, McGuire. In motion.
Interesting.
Is DeVito. And it's fake to Moriello. Quick throw is too low. It was intended a little short drop pass out there. Incomplete. And
is Jack number 2?
Yeah, we're 23.
I'm talking about Jack McGuire.
McGuire's number 2, yes.
Okay, I had him at 9. Sorry.
That was Nick Lane, the intended receiver from the tight end position. I got to get used to these guys. Slot formation to the right on 2nd down and 10. And it will be Moriello trying to go left. Finds a seam, stays on his feet, twists, turns, and gets out to close to the 45 of MIT. Good gain there for Mr. Moriello. They mark his forward progress to the 46 of MIT, which will bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, about a 6-yard pickup for Joey. That's kind of what he does.
The look over to the sideline to grab the play call. And
his team never huddles. What I was noticing is that Jack McGuire, the quarterback, had his hand behind his back and signaling to Joey. So he was signaling something. Let me see if he does it again.
Yeah, he does.
He does. I don't know what he's telling him, but he's reading something.
Slot to the right side. Now Moriello goes left, and he's going to be coming up close to but short of the 1st down.
Yeah, he needed 4. He looks like he picked up about 3. Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 1. I don't think they'll punt here, but we will find out.
I don't see any indication of a punt. It's
nope.
4th and 1. The ball at the 44 of MIT. Yep. Salve going left to right as we look down from the press box. I'll look to the sideline for the play.
Yep. Salve never huddles. They just stand and look to the sideline.
And Salve's going to have to call a timeout because I think they had too many men on the field.
Yep, you'd only get 11, and they had 12.
We've got time for a 60-minute timeout right here. Let's do that.
Are you craving some
Corrigan
delicious
Financial
game
believes
day
everyone
food?
needs
Head
a
down
financial
Long's Hot
plan.
Dog Stand or Flat Waves Food Shack at today's game for a great game day meal. And don't forget about Dell's Lemonade.
Provide help for aging parents. And what about you and your eventual retirement? For decision-making processes like these, that's where Corrigan starts with a comprehensive financial plan prepared by certified financial
Red
planners
Nissan,
and
Massachusetts 7265 PM. Please move your car. Thank you.
support staff to help make informed decisions and move in the right direction financially. It's a process that's ongoing with updates annually. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, everything begins with a plan tailored specifically. Welcome to the world of Corrigan Financial. Out of their more than 30 years of helping families and businesses get from where they are to where they want to be.
Here's the 4th and 1 play. It's Moriello. He's still slowed down and brought down before he gets to the first down.
Not a chance. He did not get to the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard, or they're going to put him at the line, but it's going to be a turnover on downs.
A gamble there by Salve does not produce the needed first down. MIT holds and gets the ball back in excellent field position at their own 44-yard line.
39-yard line.
Well, not a bad idea to go. You got one of the best runners in the conference, but he could not get free. MIT holds, and they will start at their own 44-yard line.
Up front for MIT, the center Peyton Grieve. He's 6'2", 250. Nate Basinger is a 6'3", 300-pound right guard. Bryce Hancock, 6'3", 280-pound left guard. In the shotgun, quarterback Chris Mock steps back, wants to throw near side, and gets it there. And making the reception is Ben Dwyer for a pretty good gain that got out into Salve territory just over the 50-yard line. Down to the Salve 48.
Yeah, picked up about 8 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
MIT in the white road uniforms, going right to left. And breaks it out into the slot formation, this time slot right. Jay Theriot, the single setback in the backfield. And it will be Theriot with the carry. Finds a little bit of running room. Powers his way forward, breaking tackles down to the Salve 43-yard line.
Yeah, picked up 5 yards. That's a first down. And that's the first time he's actually shown anything. He had a couple of carries for no yards. That time he just bulled his way for 5 and an MIT first down.
Jay's a junior, 6 foot tall, 210 pounds, out of Boxford, Massachusetts. Salve continuing to work from a 3-man front, 4-man linebacking core. And there's a little blitz, and it's going to be Theriot caught just as he was about to turn the corner right side. And that was a charging in from the linebacking position. That was Zach Ludeman, who went charging in right at the snap.
He only gained a yard on the play. That looked like it was going to get quite a bit more, but he just got kind of ankle tackled in a nice play. Picked up only a yard at 2nd and 9.
At the Salve 42. This time they put the slot back on the left side.
Salve shifting.
Showing 4-man up front. Back to pass Mock. Throws on the far side. His receiver never turned around. Threw it out there.
Well, whatever the play was, the receiver thought it was one play, and the quarterback thought it was another because he threw well behind. And as you said, the receiver never turned.
That was Keithan Shepard, apparently, the intended receiver.
Well, 3rd down and 9, and these high-powered offenses from a week ago right now kind of looking to kind of establish themselves a little bit. 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
All right, spread formation with trips to the left side. Back to pass, short drop, throw over the middle. Well overthrown. Again, Shepard was out there as a possible receiver.
And again, great pressure on Chris Mock. Salve is sending people at him. That time he got the throw off. I think it was about a second earlier than he wanted to release it. And that's why it went so long and so incomplete.
Punting situation here. Ben Dwyer will do the honors. The line of scrimmage is Salve's 42.
But they are going to punt, we
That's
think.
John Good back there. He's usually the punt returner. And it will be Dwyer letting it fly. He'll get it away, and it will be bouncing on the turf and around the 15-yard line or so. MIT picks it up.
MIT downs the ball down at the 16-yard line. First down, Salve.
So 1st and 10 for the Seahawks, coming up their second possession. Kevin Gilmartin goes to talk to the offense.
Don't want to miss any of the action, Seahawks fans. Follow the Seahawks.
Nice.
on
He had the
Facebook,
crowd. Boy,
Twitter,
Jim and I were looking at the crowd earlier, and it was kind of
Live
sparse.
streaming on
And all of a
YouTube
sudden,
so you can catch the Seahawks
it's
action.
almost standing room only.
Yeah, this is the way it usually goes. They kind of party out in the parking lots and so forth, do a little tailgating, and then about 5 minutes before the game, all of a sudden, you got a crowd. Here we go from the 17.
And it is Jack McGuire in the shotgun, man in motion to the right side. That's DeVito. Snap, fake. McGuire running, throwing, and in and out of the arms and hands of Max DeVito. Good coverage by the engineers in the pass department.
Yeah, excellent coverage that time. It was a fake to Moriello, which should freeze the linebackers a little bit, but it kind of didn't. So he rolled to his right, tried to throw out to DeVito and could not find him. He actually was very well covered.
From their own
17.
Here is Moriello finding a hole, cuts back toward the middle, gets hit, slowed down, fights his way forward for an extra yard or two, as he always does.
He just slices through the hole. It's out to about the 24, pickup of 7 or so. It's going to be 3rd and about 3, maybe a long 3.
Oakley Denning
3rd down and 4.
making the stop. They work exclusively from the shotgun. Snap, McGuire, short drop, looking over the field and throwing, and complete.
Dropped.
Oh, he dropped it. For a moment, they had it.
They did have it, and he just dropped it.
Let's see, I tell you, there's so many people on this roster, I have trouble finding out who that was. Let me look it, and find that was intended for John Hannon. Okay, John had it for a moment.
Well, right now, it's going to be 3 plays and a punt. That's 2 series in a row for Salve.
It's actually Jack Hannon. Here's the punt.
Actually,
It's
first one-
deflected.
Oh, boy.
And it's going to bounce and roll toward midfield and gets short of midfield. And MIT is going to be getting possession here inside the 49 of Salve.
Well, they got a hand on it that time, and that's something that Salve is good at, is punt blocking, but that time they got it blocked. So at the 48-yard line of Salve, MIT starts their 3rd drive, and right now it has been just sort of feeling each other's defenses out. Neither offense has really gotten rolling, and we'll see if MIT does here.
Great field position for them to go to work at a scoreless tie. Chris Mock, the shotgun quarterback, drops 1 step back, makes the throw, caught right away by Ben Dwyer, right in front of the Salve bench. Short pickup.
Knocked out of bounds by Jackson Darrow.
He picked up 7 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
Jackson Garrow, sophomore safety, helped to push him out of bounds. Jack from Newtown, Connecticut.
He does like throwing to Ben Dwyer, it seems.
Yeah, he took about a 1-step drop in that one.
Yeah, sure did. Very quick release.
And takes the snap, looks back, pump fakes, throws, gets slowed down, and can only fall forward to get maybe a yard if he's lucky.
I think it was a yard lost that time, so technically a sack.
It's at the 42 of Salve. The defense getting it done. Linebacking crew includes Joe Vecchione, Zach Ludeman, Zach Letelier, and Zach Katarius.
Okay, the Zacks were there.
Here's a 3rd down situation now, 3rd and maybe 4. Mark from the shotgun.
And Salve
movement on the
jump.
front line.
This is a free play.
Downfield it goes, off the mark, incomplete. However,
However, it is going to be Salve definitely jumped. Whether they were drawn offside, they were not. So it's a penalty and a first down. Second first down for MIT. Salve doesn't have any yet.
First time they blitzed on through right at the snap, it worked. This one was just a bit premature.
Yeah, it sure was. He was definitely across. If you're Salve a fan, you're saying, maybe he was drawn offside. Nope.
No. Down to the 37 of Salve. First down, MIT. Trying to break a scoreless tie.
You could see the arm on Chris Mock on that throw.
Brady Klein is the running back, stacked up behind the shotgun quarterback, Chris Mock. Salve showing a four-man front here. Man in motion to the left. Play fake straight ahead. And about a nice gain here by Klein.
Yeah, he's inside the 30, yeah.
Klein on the carry.
He picked up about 8 yards on that, down to about the 29. Now they'll give him the 30, so he gets 7.
Second down, MIT.
Brady Klein is a senior out of Washington, Illinois. Getting some time at running back. Second down and short here for MIT. We're in the first quarter.
They don't appear to huddle either, at least not completely.
6:40 to go in the opening period.
Klein remains in the game. Everyone's going to re-huddle.
And quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. And the snap and the handoff. Getting away from the initial hit was the wideout Jack Montanaro, who picked up next to nothing on that one. Great pursuit laterally by Salve.
Well, let's see. He might have, well, he's about a pickup of 2. It's going to be third down and 1. Jack Montanaro with a carry.
I would guess this is easily 4-down territory for the Engineers.
Without a doubt.
They've got that good size on the front line. Tackle to tackle, it's 255, 280, 250, 300, and 250. Third down and 1. It's Dwyer taking the snap, keeping it, running, first down.
Just barely, but he gets it by a yard. Ben Dwyer.
Wrapped up that time, I believe, by Alex Pitzer.
First down, MIT.
Now at the Salve 26-yard line. They started with great field position, and they're just consistently moving in rather unspectacular fashion here.
But that's their second first down on this drive.
Mock back at quarterback. Man in motion to the left. It'll go off tackle. Not much there for Klein. Tried to dance his way around and find an opening, but there's nothing for him to get to as Zach Ludeman came in to make the stop.
Yeah, they're using a lot of men in motion and handing to the guy in motion, and they're trying to use some trickery, and it has worked a little bit, but that time not at all. Loss of a yard almost on the play. It's going to be second down and about 11.
Mock brings him out. As usual, there's a slot back. This time he's on the right side. That's Shepard. Klein stays in the backfield. Mock back to pass. Looking around. He's got all kinds of time. Now he's scrambling. Almost put down. Yep, the knee went down.
Oh, that is a big sack. That is huge.
Alex Pitzer and company. Back to the 42 of Salve.
15 yards on that sack play. He went back. He avoided one Salve defender, turned and found another, got a knee down just as he was about to escape. 15 yards on that loss. It's going to be third down and 26.
Got to get down to the 17-yard line. Oof. In the spread formation with trips to the right side. Mock, two-step drop, looking, throwing long. Anybody want this one? It is going to be knocked away by the Salve defense. That was up there for anybody.
Yeah, that was just here I go. Maybe I'll get a pass interference or kind of a Hail Mary-ish kind of a play. But with 3:40 to go in the first quarter, Salve, which was looking a little difficult down there at the 17-yard line, now they're going to get the ball back on a punt.
C.J. Minchin was the man who batted that ball away. So from the Salve 42 line of scrimmage, punting time for the Engineers. Usually it's Ben Dwyer, but not this time. Somebody else punts it up high.
Wow, it is hit high.
And nobody's going to try to return it. It bounces, and comes out to about the 7-yard line.
Good punt there.
Nico Bullhouse punt is down at the 6-yard line. First down, Salve.
No score. First quarter, 3:27 to go.
An MIT player is down.
And a little delay here will give us an opportunity to take a little time out on 101.1 FM.
Environment for all student athletes. The Division III experience.
Ryan, 5-1 to
So, Jack McGuire and company go back to work. The big 6'5" senior quarterback. Joey Morello is behind him, standing on the goal line. And it's a pitch to Morello, trying to go wide around the right side, but he can't get too much out of that. He got maybe a yard, 2 if he was lucky, as MIT was all over the Morello attempt.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't think that they were practicing for Joey Morello all week, you would probably be mistaken. They probably said, the defensive coaches said, number 23, keep your eye on him, no gain.
Will Exon led the charge on the tackle for MIT. From the shotgun, we have single wideouts left and right. And McGuire wants to pass. Pump fakes. Got plenty of time. Rolls out on the run. Little flip is going to be incomplete. Down around the 20-yard line.
Pass is incomplete to Joey Morello.
Joey Morello coming out of the backfield was the intended receiver, but it took a while for Jack McGuire to find somebody in the open.
Well, what happened was it was just great coverage everywhere. He looked and looked and looked, and he actually pointed at Joey trying to get him to an open space, but there just wasn't any.
Well, if Salve can't find their way to a first down, they're going to have to punt it from the end zone.
Yeah, probably from the back of the end zone. It's the 7-yard line, 3rd and 10.
McGuire by himself in the backfield. That's shotgun. Gets the snap, wants to throw, rushes on. Now he scrambles over to his left. The pass
he had
is
him too.
Incomplete to a wide open receiver that I think, no, I thought it was Morello, but it was not. It was somebody else. Connor Welch was the intended receiver.
Well, another 3 and out. So for Salve, it's 4 and out and 2 3 and outs, although there's a flag on the play.
There is.
Let's see what that call is.
But it took a while for Jack McGuire to find somewhere to throw from. Let's see if there was a hold. And there was.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to accept that, are they?
I'm sorry. holding on each side,
So we're gonna
offsetting.
So we're gonna play it again. Let's try that. Try that one more time.
3rd and 9 for Salve at their 8-yard line. MIT has owned field position in this scoreless game.
But both defenses are just chucking shutouts and playing very well. And I'll tell you what, he had Welch coming out of the backfield. He kind of threw it behind him. If he had led him, that could have been a big play. But again, the hold would have nullified it either way.
Well, if they tried a quick kick right now, it would roll for a while if they went that route. But they go with McGuire in a pass attempt. He's being rushed, and he's going to be sacked.
That's a safety.
Is it in the end zone?
I think so.
And it is a safety. Jack McGuire looking for an open receiver. The rush came and got him before he could get over the goal line. And MIT, does this at all sound familiar? It's 2-0 in the first quarter of this football game.
I was just going to say, we might see 2 safeties in 5 years. We've seen 2 in the last 24 hours.
This is how last night's game started, in Rogers and Middletown going at it. Rogers scored on a safety to start. So 2-0 MIT, and Salve will have to punt the ball away, or kick the ball away in some form or fashion. Could be a Brian Johnson punt, unless they want to tee it up and let Chris Maida kick it from the 20-yard line. So MIT not only gets the safety, but will get outstanding field position again. And who's going to do the kicking honors? It looks like it's going to be Brian Johnson, but he's teeing it up. It could be Chris Maida. Chris is, well, no, it's number 89. Brian Johnson is going to kick off a tee from the 20. He is normally the punter. MIT's deep men are at their own 20. It'll be an end-over-end kick, not too deep. It'll be handled at the 30. Now the run back to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, midfield, and inside Salve territory. Goes the run back right there, handled by George Stultz.
That's a good run back, but that often happens after a safety. So MIT is going to get great field position. Where have you heard this before?
Stultz, a junior out of Frederick, Maryland, with a nice return.
They'll start in Salve territory yet again at the 47.
Out come the Engineers, now sporting a 2-0 advantage. Salve will set up in the 3-man front. Now 4. And Mark from the shotgun. Short drop. Looking to the left. The throw on the near sideline is almost picked off.
And almost caught.
He did catch it, but I don't know if he landed in bounds or not.
I don't think so.
John Good was the man covering. And the ruling, I believe, is a penalty flag.
Oh, my goodness.
Response pass is incomplete to Keithan Shepard.
Now let's see what this penalty flag is all about. It came out very late after 2 of the officials conferred.
It almost has to be pass interference. No, he's picking it up. He's picking up the flag. So it's going to go as an incomplete pass after all of that.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Really?
It is a penalty against MIT.
Well, that's unusual because that was a pass play from the word go. I don't know what a lineman would be doing down there. But, yeah, I think it's just going to be an incomplete pass when all is said and done. I think he picked up the flag. That's the gesture he made.
Okay, yeah, because we're still 2nd and 10. Or we are now 2nd and 10. Trips formation to the right side. In motion to the left. Single setback. Back to pass. Throwing quickly. Mark gets it to his intended receiver, who's brought down at the 40-yard line. And that would be Andrew Hutchison, a freshman.
So he picks up 7 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
We have less than 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It is MIT on top, 2-0.
So the passes thus far for Mark have been kind of short and surgical. The completions are 7, 8, 7, and 7 yards.
Slot formation to the right side. And the snap. Mock flips it over here on the left side.
Nice call.
And bumped out of bounds pretty quickly.
Boy, depending on where they bumped him, it's going to be very close. He might not have it.
It was George Stoltz.
He does not have it. Sorry.
Back who received it. So at the 38 of Salve, we expect MIT will go for it on 4th and 2. Big spot here for the Salve defense. Trying to keep it 2-0. That's the Salve crowd whooping it up on the near sideline just below us. Mock will go under center. Stacked backfield. Second man through. Theriot drives. First down. 35-yard line.
Jay Theriot on the carry for the first down.
So Theriot
Brought down by C.J. Minchuk.
just wouldn't give up after he got hit initially at the line of scrimmage. Right on the 35 for a 1st and 10 Engineers.
Picked up 3 yards on the play. Boy, someone's going to break through with a score sometime soon. And so far, it looks like it's MIT, but Salve's defense has been tough when needed.
They have owned the field position in this game.
They really have.
Slot right, Mock in the shotgun. Will hand it off. This is Stoltz. Stopped in the backfield. Slowed down and brought down. Zach Letelier got there first.
He did not get back to the line of scrimmage. So a really good charge by the Salve defense. Loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 11, and we're getting very close to the end of the first quarter. About 30 seconds left. One more play, probably, maybe 2.
At the Salve 36-yard line. Engineers set it up with the slot right formation. Single setback of Stoltz. Back to pass. Mock throws on the far side and misses. And we have flags.
I'm not sure I agree with the flag unless it's something I don't think it is. They may call roughing the quarterback, but they were well at him when he...
It's a hold.
Oh, okay.
On MIT.
There you go. I was wrong. I mean, they hit the quarterback very hard, but he was in the process of getting to him when the throw was released. So it was not a late hit. So the officials agree with me. So it was a hold.
Good amount of pressure applied right there by the Salve defense.
Well, the question is, do you want a... Yeah, they're going to take the hold, it looks like. It's going to be 2nd down and about 21.
They're at the 46. They've got to get down to the 26. That would be about 20 yards away.
I say 21, but that's just me.
No.
Yeah? I thought he
26.
was ready. Okay.
As far as where the yardage is. They have to get to the Salve 26. Shotgun. Mock. Short drop. Throws quickly on the wing. Complete. And immediately out of bounds is Keithan Shepard. And that's going to end the first quarter. We'll come back and set it up for you, but the Engineers are driving again. And we'll be back with a 2-0 MIT lead right after this.
Gust of Late 70s International Realty, selling Newport County homes since 1925. This full-service agency, locally owned by
trying to come up with a touchdown, but they need to convert here.
They're not getting enough pressure right now on Chris Mock. He's having just a little too much time.
Yeah, they got to him once, but that was it.
Yeah.
Snap. Mock back to pass. Looking over the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for Shepard right at about the 20-yard line on a crossing pattern that came up empty. So at this position of the field, at the 32 of Salve, that would be about a 49-yard field goal if they tried it.
Yeah,
and they won't.
It's a 4th down play, and it looks like they're going to punt. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. From the 32.
Nico Bolhoff is on to punt.
Yeah. Color me surprised, I guess is the way I put it.
John Good stands on his 10.
He's hoping it goes over his head.
Bolhoff gets the punt away, wind aided. It's going to bounce in the end zone and get touched in the end zone for a touchback. A little break there, one of the few for Salve. They get to start at the 20-yard line.
This is just about their best field position. Their first drive started at their own 47, but after that, it's been pretty much deep in their own territory. This time, they'll start at the 20.
2-0 MIT as we start this second quarter of action.
Again, a baseball score, just like last night. We had a high school game. Again, it was 2-0 in the first quarter.
All right, bringing him out is Jack McGuire, the 6'5" quarterback. Slot formation to the right, handoff Moriello to the left. There's an opening. 30, 35, 40. Moriello on the run. One man to beat. Down inside the 30-yard line of MIT, Joey Moriello. He just burst through the left side tackle and outran everybody but one defender. And they put it on the 31 of MIT.
A 49-yard pickup.
Big-time play for Salve. Let's see if they can maintain. It's still Moriello, the only setback behind McLaughlin. McGuire. The handoff goes to Joey, and he gets inside the 30 on a short gain.
You'd have thought they'd have kind of given him a breather, but not Joey. Pick up 2, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. But, boy, I would have thought he would have been kind of breathless, but he just keeps going.
No huddle, hurry-up style offense. Trips go to the right side. McGuire gets the snap, throws to the right side.
Great.
Short pass out there. Wound the right side, breaking away from the initial hit. Let's see, who was that? That was Ben Cortez on the receiving end. Couldn't quite break free of the defense, but a decent gain for the Seahawks. Down inside the 25 to about the 23.
Picked up about 6. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Actually, it's at the 22.
All right, picked up 7th.
3rd down, around 2. Salve trying to take the lead and put some points on the board. Moriello in the backfield. He will get the snap, finds a little seam on the right side, slices through to about the 20, which would be enough for a first down. Nice blocking thrown over there on that right side of the Salve front line.
Right at the 20.
I think Pete Noonan was helping to lead the blocking charge over there. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. The ball is on the 20 of MIT, who leads at the moment 2-0. Jack McGuire looks over for a quick signal, sets up in his usual shotgun formation and puts trips to the left side. Moriello behind him. Low snap. He'll pick it up, give it to Moriello anyway, and he slices back toward the middle to pick up 2 or 3 yards. That play was slightly affected by the snap being on the ground, and McGuire had to take a second to gather it in.
Yeah, it definitely affected the timing slightly, but Joey picked up a couple anyway, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. But there's no doubt about it, MIT is ready for Joey Moriello. I mean, they've read the clippings, and he's every bit as good as they say.
All right, from about the 18-yard line on 2nd and 2, Salve. A pass. McLaughlin out here on the left side. trying to turn the corner and get around. Not quite doing that, but a gain for the man on the receiving end, and that is...
Completed to Matthew Montelli.
Oh, who? Matt, huh?
Knocked out of bounds
I don't
by
know who that
Ty
is. I don't have even a notation of him.
Allen. 3rd down 4.
All right, Salve ball.
At the 14-yard line.
3rd down, about 4. This time we've got a slot to the right. MIT with a 4-man front. Quick pass by McGuire toward the end zone. The catch is made, but he's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Good defense that time by MIT to prevent the touchdown. That was Cole Kingston who nudged the receiver out of over the sideline for an incompleted pass, and we're going to have a field goal attempt.
Looks like it's going to be about 31 yards.
And Chris Maida is the field goal kicker. And he'll do it from the 21-yard line, a 31-yard attempt. And the ball is, I don't know, the kick never got up in the air. And picking it up is Kingston. Kingston looking for some blocks. He's going to give MIT again great field position past midfield. I don't know what happened on the field goal attempt, but it never got off the ground.
Yeah, it kind of squirted backwards like it were blocked, and as you said, Kingston just grabbed it on the run, scooped it up, and ran it into Salve territory at the 47-yard line. And what a nightmare for Salve. They were setting up to take the lead with a field goal, and now here they are again, defending in their own territory. 1st and 10, MIT. My goodness. 2 big plays in a row for Cole Kingston. He forces an incompleted pass, then he picks up the football and returns it to the Salve 48. And a handoff straight ahead. This is Klein, caught from behind and brought down after about a 5-yard pickup. Good pursuit that time. I think the guy who finally chased him down for Salve would be, don't tell me, I'll get it, Dylan Budnick. And still, he picks up 7 yards on the play, so right now, Salve's defense has got to be gasping for breath a bit.
2nd and 3. Klein again, trying to find a hole. Breaks one potential tackle, but gets stopped for a short gain. And John Good comes down in pain and is going to have to, he can't limp off the field.
No, and there's another player down. It's Brady Klein. So we have 2 players down, 1 for each team right now.
John Good is the key to the secondary for Salve Regina without the presence of Matt Sylvia. And he is lying on his back. And getting up and slightly limping to the sideline is Brady Klein of MIT. A delay in the game. We'll take a pause. MIT 2, Salve nothing. We'll be right back. Rockland, Massachusetts.
Boy, do they not need to have him injured.
All right. They're trying to pick up who picks up the roll there, but big play here. And it's going to be run by the quarterback, Mock, and he'll get the first down and more down to the 30-yard line.
No, that is Ben Dwyer, actually.
Oh, is that 0, not 10?
Yep.
Okay, Ben Dwyer. That's the second time he's taken a snap.
And that's 8 yards on that carry, and I'll tell you what, MIT is dominating the football game in many ways, and yet it's 2-0 on the scoreboard.
Mock is back at quarterback now in the shotgun. No, that's Dwyer again. Dwyer cuts short quickly around the left side to get about a 5 or 6 yard gain. So Ben Dwyer, who's usually a wideout, takes another snap. He's out of Baldwinsville, New York. Senior, 6'1", 185.
Mock is back on the field.
At the 25 of Salve Regina. For the most part, the Engineers are controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling field position, controlling the first half.
And again, if time of possession were something I kept track of, they're doing that too.
Under center, Mock, the quarterback, will hand it off. It's Theriault trying to break around that left side and picks up almost another 5 yards before he's brought down.
I think he's got the first down inside the 20. We'll see. Now he has it right on the 20, I think. Yep.
They're moving the chains. Engineers are marching again, even though they only have a 2-0 lead.
Feels like about 20.
It does. This has been a very unproductive half for the Seahawks of Salve Regina. Mock will go under center again. Single wides left and right. The handoff, Theriault tries the left side again and breaks a few tackles, picks up a first down, and gets inside the 10-yard line.
Jay Terry on the carry.
Well, the Salve defense, which has been playing very, very well this afternoon, considering they've got to be getting tired right about now because they've been on the field way too long. Another first down. This time it's first and goal from the 8.
Left to right go the Engineers in this second half with the wind at their back. Stacked up in the eye behind Mock. And it will be to the deep back. It's Theriault trying to break free of some tackles and hard to bring down. Is Jay Theriault, who's out of Boxford, Mass. Who's 210 pounds.
See where they put it. It looks like around the 5. Yeah, just about at the 5 is going to be second and goal from there.
Those were 3 tough yards that Mr. Theriault just picked up.
Yeah, you're seeing fatigue, I think, in the front line of Salve now, because they've been out there so long. Now, what was 2-yard pickups for Theriault? Now they're turning into 5 and 6.
Second and goal. Fake handoff. Roll out by Mock. Being rushed. Will throw it over and out of play to avoid the sack. Great pressure put on there by Zach Katerius and Joe Vecchione.
And I'll tell you something. They were darn close to making another huge sack. He was back outside the 20-yard line when he threw that, and he barely got it off.
Third and goal just outside the 5-yard line.
Can Salve dodge another bullet? I don't know. They've been doing it all half. 8 minutes to go in this half, and it's only 2-0 MIT. They're looking to make it 9 right now if they can.
All right, Mock will go back to a shotgun formation. Drops back to pass, looking in the end zone. High, and it is going to be batted around and almost picked off by the Seahawks. The intended receiver was the tight end, William Waltman.
Wow. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not a coach, never will be, but they were running it right down Salve's throat, got to the 5-yard line and threw 2 incomplete passes. I know they like to throw the ball, but I don't know. That might have been it might have been right for just driving it home on the ground.
Mark Wright to attempt the field goal.
It's going to be about 23.
The snap, the kick. It's long enough, but it's no good. It went to the right. Salve can't convert a field goal. MIT can't convert a field goal. It is still 2-0.
Man, oh man.
7:49 to go in the half. MIT has that slim lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 50-50 raffle ticket.
All right, let's see where they'll put the line of scrimmage over here at the 20-yard line after the missed field goal.
5576.
Well, it might be time for somebody besides Joey Moriello to carry the football. I mean, he has done all the work on the ground. No one else has a carry. I know he is the bread and butter, but I don't know. It seems like MIT is just waiting for him.
Slot formation to the right. Hand off to Moriello up the middle, following some blocks. It won't get him too far.
No, it doesn't. I mean, they're just sort of sitting there waiting for him. And even someone with his talent, I mean, that's a 1-yard pickup.
Grayson Deloisio out of Frisco, Texas. Up on that front line, made the stop. 250-pounder. Second down and basically 9 for Salve at their 21. Trips to the right. And the throw to the right. Goes on that little screen pass. Needing some blocks and driving forward. Excellent job that time by Ben Cortez to follow the blocking and get close to a first down around the 30. They haven't moved the chains yet, but the nose of the football looks to be touching the 30.
Which would do it. I mean, that would happen. No, they're saying he's just a tad short.
No, he's not. It's a first down. So says
Here we go.
Mark Mesnick, the referee.
Okay. And I'm not going to argue with Mark Mesnick.
All right, 30-yard line it is. Salve first and 10. 6:45 to go. Second quarter. MIT up 2-0. Slot goes to the left side this time. Moriello in the backfield gets the pitch. Right side. Tries to find some running room, and there isn't much.
Picked up about 3 maybe. Maybe just 2. 3.
And leading the charge that time for MIT is John Riedlinger.
There is that one play that's working is when McGuire goes out and tosses to that right flat with blockers in front. That's worked fairly well a couple of times. Let's see if they go back.
Second down, about 7. Back to pass McGuire, short drop, wide open over here. DeVito caught quickly, but he dives forward and will come up, I think, inches shy of a first down, or will he get it? It's very close to the 40.
I think he might be just a no, he's got it. He's got
it. Chains are moving. Max DeVito set up on the left side and became a wide open receiver in the flat. Salve with the ball. First and 10 at their own 40. Jack McGuire at the quarterback slot. Moriello behind him. Slot to the right. Joey gets the handoff, goes left, finds a little bit of a block, and jump steps his way forward for about 2 or 3 yards. MIT doing a great job for the most part containing Joey, but that time they really did a good job. And leading that charge was Spencer Nyland.
Really, Joey has 1 carry that was 49 yards. That's really been his afternoon. 1 carry for 49. Total, he's got 12 carries for 78 yards. So you can see on the other 11, he barely has 30 yards.
John Good has his knee bandaged up, and he is on crutches on the sideline.
Yeah, that's a big ice pack on it. That does not look good. I don't think he'll be back.
Pitch. Moriello, left side to about the 45. Another short gain for Joey, quickly covered on the play. Getting in there was Paul Calvetti from his linebacking position. He's only a freshman. So a tougher challenge here. 3rd and 5 for the Seahawks at their own 45. Trailing 2-0. MIT linebacking crew. Eli Brooks, Paul Calvetti, Brady Sullivan, and Christopher Karatu. Wide out to the right side goes Marcelino Labella. He's got speed. Fake. Back to pass. McLaughlin wide down the field and caught by Hume! And a touchdown! Hayden Hume had his defender beat by a step. Perfectly thrown pass from McGuire. Touchdown, Salve.
55 yards. Right on the money.
That's the second time I tried to change Jack's name to McLaughlin.
Well, whoever made that throw made it right on a dime. A terrific pass by Jack McGuire for 55 yards and a touchdown. Salve has the lead.
Extra point attempt by Maida is looking good and is good. Salve takes the lead 7-2 3:44 to go in the first half. We'll be right back. Of this first half by MIT.
McGuire and Hume are on the sidelines, smiling as broadly as they can. And that was just one perfect play and a perfect drive. 7 plays, 80 yards. Hayden Hume, 55-yard touchdown pass from McGuire. Kick was good. Saleh on the board for the first time and in the lead for the first time, 7-2.
Set for the kickoff is going to be Brian Johnson. 2 men deep here for MIT, standing on their 10. The approach, the kick. End over end, not too deep. It'll be taken to the 15-yard line. Wide to the right or left side goes the run back, which is a good one. Up to near the 40-yard line before the pile up. And again, MIT will have excellent field position to start a drive.
Well, with about 3.5 minutes left to go in the half, let's see if MIT has an answer.
Well, they say he was pushed out at the 35.
Yeah, right about it. Yeah, right there.
Which is good field position. Not quite as good as some of the other field positions they've had.
That's for sure. They've started drives at their own 44, at the Salve 48, the Salve 47, and the Salve 47. So, yeah, they've been in good field position.
Back to work goes Chris Mock, the MIT quarterback. In the shotgun. He'll hand it off. Wide to the right side. Not much running room there. Good pursuit that time by the Seahawks. George Stoltz, the ball carrier. And I'm not sure who made that tackle. It's a good solid hit.
Pickup of about 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. About 3 minutes left to go. 3:10 and counting.
Almost 6 yards on that carry. Offset backfield. In the shotgun, handoff straight ahead. First down and a little bit more. On the carry,
Stoltz
George Stoltz again.
Yeah, but again, now they've got to keep an eye on clock.
Less than 3 minutes to go in this half. The ball is at the MIT 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
I mean, they do have time, but now they're going to the ground, which takes more time, obviously.
Snap to Mock, handoff, goes wide to the right side. There's room there. Dive ahead for a good gain. Over there to help make the stop for Salve. You had Zach Ludeman as one of the tacklers in there, and Zach Tucker the other one.
3 consecutive 6-yard carries for George Stoltz.
Second down.
Here we go.
7-2. Salve leading.
We're getting under 2 minutes on this play. 2:04 now.
Again, the offset backfield. Pistol formation here. Handoff goes to Stoltz the other way, left side. And he finds the first down. Picking up some very key blocking on the left side on the slant blocks. And the Engineers' drive continues to the Salve 42 with 1:50 remaining in the half.
They're just letting that clock tick. They've got timeouts, but they've decided they're going to keep the ball on the ground, which is working, but it takes time. 1:35 left to go.
All right, Mock goes back to work from the pistol formation. Takes the snap, hands it off again. And this looks like it's Stoltz again, and it is for a short gain. He's wrapped up there very quickly by Dylan Hodge, a transfer from Sacred Heart out of Hartford, Connecticut.
That is a pickup of 4 that time. It'll be 2nd and 6 as we head toward the 1 minute mark left to go in the half. 1:06, 1:05.
from the Salve 38. The Engineers on the move. Snap, handoff, right up the middle. This time it's Klein. First down and more, down inside the 25-yard line.
It looked like one of the linemen jumped for MIT, but no flag. Down to the 25-yard line. Pickup of 13 on the play.
We're down to about 40 seconds to go in the half. MIT staying on the ground. And the handoff. Klein has nowhere to go. This time he runs smack into Zach Ludeman. Now a timeout.
With 29 seconds left to go. And they're going to, this is an interesting way of approaching the end of this half.
At the 24, MIT will start again when we come back from this 30-second timeout. 30 seconds right here on FM 101.1.
Head down to Wallen's hot dog stand.
.29 seconds to go in the half. MIT at the Salve 24. Second down and 9. Going left to right as we look down from the press box.
They're going to throw here, you got to think.
Backfield offset. Play fake. Throw by Mark on the far sideline. And the catch is
at the 2.
Made. They want to double check to make sure he was inbounds when he caught it. They're conferring and they say it is a catch. Salve thought it was not a catch.
Oh, my. Down at the 3-yard line, 2-yard line, I'm sorry. 22 yards on the pass play. Oh, boy.
Connor Foley was on the defensive side of things. He thought it was incomplete, but he was proven wrong.
Do you know who caught the ball?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Nick, can you ask who caught the ball for us?
First down, MIT at the 2.
At the 2. 16 seconds to go. That was Shepard who made that last catch.
Okay.
Here's where the Salve defense gets tested again.
16.2 seconds, so let's see what they do here. They're going to
run
it.
Klein driving, pushing. Salve trying to stop him. No indication yet. Touchdown. Just enough forward momentum to get Brady Klein across the goal line for the answering score by MIT.
Well, that pass play was a backbreaker for Salve. 22 yards down to the 2, and then Klein takes it in from there. A 65-yard drive in 9 plays.
Extra point attempt here. Mark Wright. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. This one looks better, and it is good. All right. MIT has the answer, and they now lead it 9-7 with 8.7 seconds remaining in the first half. Kind of a strange game in that MIT, for the most part, owned the first half. Salve finally came alive with one big scoring drive, and then MIT responds.
And quickly. So once again, it feels a little bit like our game last night. Almost no scoring, and then all of a sudden, in the last 4 minutes of the first half, a bunch of scoring.
So Salve will probably try to set up some kind of a return, and I'm sure MIT will make a kick that will make that difficult. 8.7 seconds remaining in this opening half before a packed house at Toppa Field.
Yeah, if this play takes long enough, this might be the final play of the half.
For the kickoff, it's Nico Bullhoff. 3-man deep formation for Salve. Usually John Good would be involved in that, but he is out on crutches. Kick is a high end-over-end kick, and it will come down and be taken at the 2-yard line on the far side of the field. There's a run up there and a slow down and a bring down right before the 30-yard line, and the clock is stopped with 2 seconds to go.
Well, that was a 9-play, 65-yard drive for MIT. Brady Klein takes it in from the 2. That was after a 22-yard pass play, got them to the 2. Kick was good. It's now 9-7 MIT, and this has been one tight game all half.
And I don't know if Salve will try anything crazy here for 2 seconds, but
I kind of doubt it.
They set it up at the line of scrimmage, which is the 28 or 29. Pitch goes to who else? Moriello, wide left, looking for a block, spins away from a couple of hits, and gets all the way out to the 42-yard line. A nice gain, but unfortunately, it'll be the last play of the first half. Better part of 14 yards right there for Mr. Moriello. So we have reached halftime, and it is a 9-7 MIT lead. We thought these two looked pretty evenly matched, and even though MIT pretty much owned a good portion of this first half, we have a 2-point game, 9-7 for the Engineers. All right, we'll take a timeout for a few minutes here and rejoin you. We're at Toppa Field in Newport, RI. We're on we're on FM 101.1 and on WADK.com. And we'll be back shortly.
Hello, my name is Kevin Gilmartin. I am the head football coach here at Salve Regina University, and I've been here 9 years now. And actually, the first time I was in the state of Rhode Island was when I came up here for my job interview. And I'm going through Rhode Island, and I'm saying, boy, this is a beautiful state, and I was getting more and more excited. And then all of a sudden, I hit the bridges, and I said, whoa, this is definitely a little bit different place. And I found myself using the words ridiculous, insane, and awesome, because that's exactly what this place is. It was the place that really got me here, but it's the people that are keeping me here. What are you looking for in a college? The 3 things I say to look for is, 1, location social, because that's going to be your family, it's going to be your home. 2 is going to be academics, because that's what you're going to school for, obviously, to help open up the next 30 years of your life. The players challenge themselves, and they want to be champions on and off the field. And then the third bucket, the part that automatically brings a smile to our face, is football. Obviously, we love it, we're passionate about it, and we've been very good on it. And that's me being humble with it. I've been here 9 years, like I said, and we've been to the postseason 7 of those 9 years. In college football in Division III, first place in the conference is going to the playoffs. Second place is going to a bowl game, and then third place and down is going home. And so we've either been first or second place in the conference, 7 of those 9 years. So when I say we're pretty good, that's definitely an understatement. And so at any point in time, if you need to get in touch with us, and obviously that's a big factor of it, our doors are always open and our phones are always available. So call us, text us, email us, however you want to get in contact with us. We'd love to talk to you, because obviously we love talking to the people that are going to join the football family, because we want to get to know them to make sure that you're the right fit for us, because we're huge believers in chemistry and culture for the team, and so we want to get to know you as much as possible.
Just a week ago, Salve winning 38-0, and MIT won 41-7. And here we are at 9-7 at halftime.
Yeah, sounds like a bad Red Sox game.
Aren't they all?
Well,
oh no, I'm sorry.
Stop that.
So it's tight. It's competitive for sure. It's just a question of who can make any adjustments that are needed to change things in the second half, especially Salve, because they just can't get any consistency going except for that one drive.
Yeah. Now, this is a conference game? Yes? No? Maybe?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because MIT's in the NUMAC.
Okay.
And Salve's in the Commonwealth Coast Conference.
Got it.
So, thank you, Pez. All right. See if we can read his writing.
19 minutes and 12 seconds for MIT and 10 minutes and 48 seconds for Salve. So almost 2-1.
Almost.
So there you have it.
That feels right.
That does, now that you mention it. But, yeah, well, almost 2-1 in time of possession, and they seem to be basically what they seem to be doing the entire first half is marching from the 40 to the 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the field, and they were marching back and forth, but it was never really getting down close to the goal line, and then finally they crossed it with 10 seconds left to go in the half. So when Salve finally got a lead, so it's been frustrating for Salve, but not so frustrating that they're not right in the middle of a ball game here. And if it wasn't for that one safety, we might be looking at a tie game here. And that was really the only time that McGuire was sacked, I think. And unfortunately, he was standing in the end zone when it happened.
Yeah, right. Well, all right, let's take a look and review how this score became 9-7.
Well, it started with 2:32 left to go in the first quarter, and just as we just described it, Salve had the ball on their 7-yard line. Jack McGuire went back to pass. He was standing in the end zone and just got smothered for a safety, and that made it 2-0 MIT, and it stayed 2-0 MIT for like an entire quarter, because with 3:44 left to go in the half, Salve finally broke through, put together a 7-play, 80-yard drive. Hayden Hume took a 55-yard touchdown pass from Jack McGuire. The kick was good, and Salve led 7-2, again with about 3.5 minutes to go. It looked like basically that might be the score at halftime, because MIT was just sort of running the ball, running it successfully, but kind of using up a lot of clock. But then very late in the half, under a minute, at the Salve 24, they finally put the ball in the air, and it was not a touchdown, but a pass to the 2-yard line right along the sidelines. There was even some question about whether the receiver was in bounds or not. He was, so that set it up as a 1st and goal from the 2. Brady Klein took it in from there with about 8 seconds left in the half. The kick was good, 9-7. That's where we are, and that's why we're there. As far as individual numbers are concerned, no surprises, really. Salve, it's been Moriello and Jack McGuire. Joey is 14 carries, 93 yards, 6.6 yards a carry. A little deceptive because he had a 49-yard run in there. That's more than half of his yardage on one carry, and the other 13 carries to get the other half. So 14 carries, 93 yards, 6.6 yards a carry. He is the only Salve player to have a carry in this game. Jack McGuire was 5 for 10 for 82 yards and a touchdown. Catches, Hayden Hume, 55 yards. He got the score. Max DeVito had a catch for 7 yards. Ben Cortez had 2 catches for 16 yards. And there was a catch by someone for 4 yards whose name I just never got.
Is that number 3? Was Mr. Shepard? Oh, that's no. That's Salve, isn't it?
No.
No, that's MIT.
Yeah,
Sorry.
named Matt or something. I don't know.
You're right. We couldn't find out
whoever it was. He got a catch for 4 yards. So for Salve, they had 14 carries, 93 yards on the ground, 5 for 10 passing for 82 yards, 175 yards total. For MIT, their running attack was far more balanced. Jay Theriault had 8 carries for 29 yards. George Stultz had 6 carries for 26. Brady Klein, 7 carries, 31 yards, and the touchdown. Chris Mock was sacked. He had 2 carries for minus 16 yards. Jack Montanaro had a carry for 2 yards. Ben Dwyer had 3 carries for 15 yards. Now for the passing attack, 7 for 14. Notice Salve was 5 for 10. MIT 7 for 14 for 67 yards. 2 catches for Ben Dwyer, 15 yards. A catch for Andrew Hutchison for 7. William Wolfman had a catch for 7. George Stultz had a catch for 2 yards. And Keithan Shepard had 2 catches for 36 yards. So, for MIT, 27 rushes, 87 yards. 93 rushing yards for Salve. 7 for 14 passing for 67 yards. Salve had 82 passing yards. So, total yardage for MIT, 154. Total yardage for Salve, 175. Kind of close. Kind of like a 9-7 game. MIT leads Salve at the half.
I guess it's a matter of time of possession for MIT.
Yeah.
2 big plays for Salve Regina.
Yeah, they had the 49-yarder for Joey and then the big 55-yard touchdown pass play to Hume. Other than that, they were pretty quiet. And their defense was on the field, and I said this probably 3 times, way too long. They have got to find a way to keep the offense on the field. If you look at the possessions for Salve, it was 4 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, a 7-play drive and a 7-play drive. Their longest drive was 7 plays. That's not going to get it done. They have to, hang on to the ball, keep their defense rested at least a little bit, because 20 minutes to 10 is your time of possession. And again, not very long drives for MIT, but they had an 8-play drive, a 9-play drive, a 9-play drive, and a 7-play drive. So they had 4 drives of 7 plays or more, which was Salve's highest number of plays in a drive. So you can see why it's 20 minutes to 10 minutes approximately in the first half. And honestly, I think that's the biggest difference right now, is that MIT's just had the ball too much. And Salve's got to come up with something there.
It's kind of hard to score when you don't have the football.
Yeah, it's been a clean game. There's not been a lot of penalties. There have been no turnovers, I don't believe. Really, it's been well played. But here we are at 9-7. Salve well within range of winning this game, but they got some work to do, I think, in the second half.
I agree with that. All right, we are at halftime, and we've got MIT leading Salve by a score of 9-7. We are going to take a timeout right here and return with more for you at halftime on WADK FM 101.1 and on WADK.com.
Corrigan Financial believes everyone needs a
I wonder if that
financial
phantom
plan.
pass
For more
catcher
than
was
30 years, Corrigan Financial's been serving
the
our
father that
community.
came up here and said you called the wrong name.
Oh, I don't know.
Financial
It's the only thing I can think of, because I don't have him for a catch. So
framework.
no, I'm not either.
on 10 carries, threw 4 of 7 passes for another 74 yards, and was a primary factor in that Red Sox Where'd that come from? In that Rogers victory.
And I'll tell you something else. Those numbers don't tell you how well he played, because he also runs that offense, and he runs it extremely well. He's there's a lot of options, and he seems to make the right call almost on every play. So, yeah, Darian Piker with a really, really nice game last night, and Rogers beats Middletown 15-7.
And coming up next weekend, we do not have any games for you. All the folks that we usually cover, everybody's on the road. And so we won't have any high school or college football for you next weekend. 2 weeks from now, we'll have both the high school football game on Friday night. I believe that's Westerly at Rogers. And we'll have Salve. I think they're hosting Rowan, but they're 2 weeks from today, and we'll be taking care of that one for you. So a weekend off this coming weekend. Now, I'd love to know what Kevin Gilmartin had to say to his team at halftime.
Yeah, it's hard to say. They're playing hard, but I don't know. I think the real key thing about this game to me so far, and I don't know how you fix this, but it seems to me that Joey Moriello he doesn't have much, really room to move. MIT knows who Joey Moriello is. That's obvious. And every time he gets the ball, he has to fight for 2 or 3 yards. Now, there was that one play. He came over around the left side right in front of us and just went 49 yards down from the 20 to the 20 kind of thing, or the 30 to the 20. And it was just one of those runs that you're used to seeing more than one of in a game. So if there's a way of getting him loose a little bit, that would be something that I would think the coaches would try to do. Just looking at John Good, and he's still on crutches. That
is such a costly injury,
really
because
is.
He is the key to the secondary in many ways. Plus, he's an important kick returner.
Yep. And more than a veteran, he's a grad student. So, it's tough seeing him on the sideline, and I'm sure it's triply tough for him.
I hope it's something that is healable
Yep.
before this football season is over, because this is obviously his final football season.
Yep. Left knee is definitely what it was. I saw them working on the left knee on the sideline, so he is putting some weight on it, but not the kind of weight that you think he's going to go running onto the field anytime soon.
Well, there is that size factor here. When I didn't talk much about the defensive size of MIT, but up on the front line, you got guys like Noah Bryce, who's 6 foot 230. Grant Bordelon is 6'2", 285. And Sam Gazelski is 6'4", 250. And then you've got others who come in to put in time, like Grayson Deloisio, who's 6'1", 250. And John Riedlinger, who is 6'3" and 210. The linebacking crew's been working hard. We mentioned them briefly. Eli Brooks, he's from L.A. Paul Calvetti, Brady Sullivan, and Christopher Karatu. And in the defensive secondary, 2 big plays for Cole Kingston, knocking down a pass play that was almost a big one for Salve. And then he had that great return of the missed field goal and set up MIT in good field position. Also, Adam Zimmerman, Will Exon, and Ty Allen are key parts of that secondary for MIT. But, I talked about how big they are on the front line, and yet Salve is only down by 2 points. But when you go across the front line, you have Ryan Nall, 6'4", 250. Nathan Basinger, 6'3", 300 pounds. Peyton Grieve, 6'2", 250. Bryce Hancock, 6'3", 280. And Mason Reeder, 6'3", 255.
Here's a Thanksgiving table for you.
Yes.
That's a 2-turkey Thanksgiving.
So they do got some size, but again, even though Salve's slightly outdone there, Dylan Hodge can hold his own at 295 pounds. Alex Pitzer's been doing really well. Dylan Budnick as well. They go 230 and 215 up against those 280, 90 pounders there.
It's not unusual for us to see Salve, undersized a little bit. They They scheme things very well. And right now, they're going to receive the opening kickoff in the second half. They're only down 2 points. I mean, we're making it sound like they've been crushed here. So let's see if they've come up with a way of maybe getting Moriello free or throwing the ball a little bit more or something. Again, Jack McGuire's only put the ball up 10 times for 5 completions. And everything else has been Moriello, so maybe they'll just need to mix things up just a tiny bit. We'll see.
I'm sure they'd like to create a bit more wider openings for Joey to try to run through.
Yeah, they've tried him off tackle. They've tried him running wide, and MIT's been ready for everything. So, well, you know what we're ready for? I think it's the second half.
Yes, we are. And Salve will be receiving the opening kickoff. They'll be over here to our left. And it won't be John Good back there.
Yeah.
On the kick returns, it's often Ben Cortez and Ashton D'Alessio. And MIT's kickoff is just to happen. And there it goes. High, not too deep, and taken at the 10. The Salve return to the 20, to the 30. Penalty flag is thrown, and the play is stopped just over the 30-yard line.
Well, you know what this is going to be. It's going to be like a block in the back or something. Let's see
The penalty occurred inside the 35.
Yeah. Almost certainly going to be an illegal block. There it is.
Yep. Against the Seahawks.
Instead of starting at the 33, they'll start somewhere between the 15 and the 20. See where they put it.
Our referee, Mark Mesnick, will march it off. And it looks like he's headed inside. No, he's going to go 21-yard line.
Well,
where Salve begins the second half.
I'll bet you Kevin Gilmartin didn't draw that one up.
All right. It's going to be Jack McGuire in the shotgun. Moriello behind him. Man in motion to the left side. And the pass goes to that man in motion. Gets around the corner to 27, 28-yard line.
Pat Travers is the receiver.
The grad student out of Plymouth, Mass. 6'4", 205.
Maybe they're going to be looking for him a little bit more. Picked up only about 4 yards on the play, though.
At the 25-yard line, 2nd and 6 for the Seahawks, who go left to right to begin this second half. Jack McGuire, 6'5", 205-pound senior. Is it Abington, Mass? Or Abington, Mass?
Abington.
Rolling out. McGuire's going to go long downfield, and it is a battle and contact, penalty flag, and a reception. Nice catch. That's Pat Travers. It was step for step with his defender, but there was definitely contact.
And the flag was thrown, but it doesn't matter because he made a sensational catch at the 32. Wait a minute. Are we going backwards? They may be calling offensive pass interference. And Kevin Gilmartin is beside himself. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Offensive pass interference against Pat Travers.
Boy, that did not look like the call. Oof.
That was almost big-time play time for Salve, but that is not the case.
A terrific catch, too.
The penalty is going to put Salve all the way back to their 12-yard line.
Oh, my. Well, second down.
Second down, and you got to get out to the 31 to get a first down.
Yep.
That's 19 yards away. McGuire to the shotgun formation. Moriello behind him. Slot formation to the right. And back to pass. McGuire's throwing toward an area where there is nobody. And now there's contact by MIT on this play for sure.
He was shoving the receiver out of bounds.
That was Adam Zimmerman, the guilty party.
Oh, my goodness.
I couldn't tell who he was pushing. But
Yeah.
the Salve bench lit up.
I mean, if they didn't throw the flag on that one, I think Kevin Gilmartin might have just exploded. It was right in front of him. But the Salve receiver was running down the sideline, and the defender was just shoving him out of bounds. And again, that time they got the call right for sure. So out we go to about the...
Should be to the 27.
Yeah, they might be more like... Yeah, I'm looking around
It's
the 30.
from the line of scrimmage.
It is, yeah. So is it an automatic first down? Because it wouldn't be otherwise. To the 27.
And they're moving
It
the
is
chains.
automatic first down.
It is a first down.
So at the 27, 1st and 10. Well,
all right.
the clean first half, and we've seen 3 penalties in the first 2 minutes.
Moriello trying to find something to run through on the right side, but there's nothing there.
No, they're just not really getting him any blocking.
Got a couple of yards maybe, but
Maybe to the 30, 3 yards.
Brady Sullivan, second down.
they credit Brady Sullivan with the tackle. Brady is one of the linebackers, all the way from Littleton, Colorado. Second down, about 8 at the 30 of Salve. McGuire getting set in the shotgun. And Joey gets the handoff, tries the right side again, but can't find any room. He is absolutely stopped cold by freshman linebacker Paul Calvetti.
Yeah, he lost a yard on that play. So there it is. I mean, you want to know what's going wrong right now. It's the fact that MIT is just bottling up Joey Moriello.
At their own 29. It's going to be
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Salve looking at what is right now a almost 4-man front. It looked like a 5-man front there for a second.
Empty backfield.
McGuire, straight drop, short drop, over the middle. Caught despite a hit. What a catch by Max DeVito. And he was crushed by Will Exon.
To the 39-yard line, he picks up 10 and a first down.
Wow. How did he hang on to that football?
No clue.
Will Exon, the senior captain out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Salve back to work with their opening drive of the second half. Trips to the right. McGuire looking left. Throws to the sideline, but that's too far. Intended over there for Max DeVito again, but overthrown. Incompleted pass. Coming in to help out the defense for the offense for Salve. Got a quick replacement here. I'll pick them up in a second.
Might just be that they're realizing now how difficult it is for Moriello to get free. Now they're kind of throwing the ball a little bit more.
That was Luke Maruka who came on to help out well.
McGuire is now 7 for 13 passing.
The snap, the pitch, wide to Moriello. Needs a couple of blocks. Cuts inside one, stays on his feet, and got close to the 50.
First down.
They give him the first down?
Yep.
Okay. Joey. He ran into a couple of defenders and bounced right off them like a Pokemon. They're at their own 49. It's 1st and 10 Salve. Left to right they go. And the handoff to Moriello. Can't quite break free. Somebody got a hand on him and tripped him up. And that was Brady Sullivan.
That was close. He almost got out there.
Tripped up by Brady Sullivan.
Timeout.
We have timeout being called here. I don't see anybody injured.
Not exactly sure. Penalty? No.
They just moved the ball back a yard to the 48 of MIT.
Pickup of 3 on the play.
Still a timeout for now. One of the officials is saying, would somebody please stop the clock? I called a timeout. All right, now we're ready to get back into action.
No idea what that was about.
Okay, back to work goes the quarterback, Jack McGuire. Pitching it to Moriello, trying to go wide left. Penalty flag thrown on the opposite side of the field. Short gain for Joey. This one might push the Seahawks back.
And whatever they did on this side, it didn't affect the play at all. It was well away from the play, and it's probably a hold. Oh, it's a chop block.
An illegal block by the Seahawks will slow down the momentum.
Well, I'll tell you, we talked about it at halftime that there was very little penalized, penalties, very little in the way of turnovers, nothing, in fact. And now all of a sudden they're piling up. It's going to be, 10 or 15, we'll see.
Kevin Gilmartin looking for an explanation from the referee, Mr. Mesnick.
It was 15, and that's a big penalty.
Back to the 39 of Salve. All right, third quarter action. Salve trailing 9-7. This is the opening drive of the second half. And Salve keeps running into roadblocks. At the last second, we get a sub in there. And that's going to be Nick Lane, one of the tight ends.
Hume wide to the left.
Snap and penalty flag at the snap.
And that was definitely a false start. It's like Salve wasn't set when the snap happened. Back 5 more to the 34. It's going to be second down, and, well, you're going to need a calculator to figure out how long.
First down marker at the 41 of MIT.
They're back at their own 33 or so, 34.
Here's the snap, fake to Moriello. And going deep is McGuire, and there is an attempted catch, but a double coverage made it impossible for that catch to be made by Pat Travers. Almost on the mark, but slightly underthrown.
Would have been an incredible catch.
Third down for the Seahawks from their own 34-yard line.
Well, this drive, if it doesn't go anywhere, it's going to be because of the penalties.
Let's see what Salve can come up with trips out to the left side. 3-man rush. McGuire, little screen pass, and it's not going to pick up much.
Joey, and again, there he just basically has somebody trailing him everywhere.
So that doesn't help. Brings up fourth down. Salve will have to give up the football and remains trailing 9-7.
Well, that was not an encouraging possession.
Brian Johnson's out to punt. Single man deep for MIT inside his own 30. The snap. The kick. Low end over end will be taken at the 30. And the return will be to the 35. Slowed down and brought down. Nice return there to avoid an early tackle by MIT's Evan Gaboots.
And stop me if you've heard this before. MIT is going to have good field position.
Yeah. They've had the advantage big time of possession and field position. Engineers come right up to the line of scrimmage at their 36-yard line. Little slowdown here before the snap.
Kevin Gilmartin is like, the referee looked at him and he kind of went, what?
And he asked the linesman, Darrell Rawlinson, to go over and talk with Mark Mesnick, the referee, about something. And now Kevin is talking to
Ben Dwyer.
Ben Dwyer of MIT, one of the players. And Kevin is explaining why he needed to have this conference. There's never a shortage of words when Kevin's having a conversation.
No, he's
he can be loquacious.
He can.
And even talkative.
And you know what's happening? He's still upset at that illegal block. He just talked to the official indicating that's not an illegal block. I saw him go to the back of the official's knee and kind of make a motion like a chop at it. He wants to make that point. Well, the Salve defense is asking for some help from the crowd, and they're starting to get it.
MIT at their 36, 1st and 10. Mock at quarterback. Awaits the snap, has the snap, hands it off. And it's Theriault trying to go wide. He's chipped up.
What a nice tackle.
Great pursuit that time by Salve's Zach Ludeman.
Brought down by number 30, C.J. Minchin.
That was Zach Ludeman. Wasn't Minchin.
It
Minchin
was-
finished the tackle.
it was Zach. Absolutely was.
But we'll give CJ a little credit there. The junior from Hohoken, New Jersey.
2-yard pickup on the play. It's 2nd and 8.
Is that a happy city, Hohoken?
It should be.
Hand up, Theriault tries the right side, breaks one tackle, gets to the 40 for a short gain. Set up 3rd down. Jay Theriault, junior, 6-footer, 210.
It'll be 3rd and about 7.
Salve defense keeps asking for the help to keep the crowd involved. And they respond. But MIT's taking their time with the next play.
Very much so.
39-yard line. Be 3rd down and about 7.
Plenty of time on the play clock, down to about 12.
Chris Mock in the shotgun formation has trips to the right side. Gets the snap. Looks to throw. Is being sacked in the backfield. Great rush put on that time. Zach Letellier breaks through. The senior from Groton Long Point in Connecticut.
5-yard loss on the sack. Back to the 34. And MIT is going to go 3 and out. Salve's getting the ball back.
That was maybe the best defensive stand of the day for Salve. So back to punt is Nico Bullhoff. I'm not sure who's back deep for Salve. It's hard to read the numbers. High snap, fair catch is called and made at the 36-yard line, and that is Max DeVito.
Pretty nice field position for Salve at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for Salve.
Salve goes back on the march.
Well, so much for time of possession, because that time it was a 3 and out for MIT, and the Salve defense responded.
Just a
Now they got to
reminder,
stop the mistakes.
The Seahawks are home again 2 weeks from today, Saturday, September 25th at noon, to face Rowan University.
It is Rowan, our next Salve game 2 weeks from now. Thanks to Brian Lynch, the public address announcer, for reminding me.
I know nothing about Rowan University. Couldn't tell you what state it's in.
All right, Salve from the state of Rhode Island.
There we go.
1st and 10 at their 37. Fake pitch to Moriello. Going downfield, trying for Pat Travers. He can't hang on. Tough defense back there deep once again by Cole Kingston.
Boy, I'll tell you, terrific defense. And Cole right now is a little shaken up. They need like a little bit of help.
That was, again, a pretty accurate pass right there from McGuire to Travers.
Yeah, the pass was right on the money, but the defender was right there.
So Cole says, I need a little help standing up. And now he is.
They got to him, and he stood up on his own, kind of went, just kidding.
And he will walk back under his own power to the sideline, which, of course, is all the way across the field.
He does seem fine, so that's good news there.
So this will be a 2nd down and 10 for Salve at their own 37. We're in the 3rd quarter, about midway through, and MIT leads 9-7 by way of a touchdown and a safety. McGuire ready to go back to work. He's got double wides on the right side of this formation. And Moriello right behind him in the setup. McGuire's going to throw on the far side of the field, and it will be incomplete. And that was intended, I think, for, is that Hayden? Yep, Hayden Hume, the intended receiver, covered very tightly out there. So MIT coming through with their solid defense, making things tough on the Seahawks. So it's 3rd and 10. The look over to the sideline to get the play. No huddles. And they set it up. And they'll set it up with a slot back, 2 slots over on the left side. And the snap to McGuire. Looking on the wing, throws it out here toward Joey Moriello. He can't hang on to it. Again, very tight coverage by MIT. Joey had his hands on it for a moment, but tough catch to make.
Hard to blame McGuire on any of these throws. They're right where they need to be, but the defense has been so strong. That time Joey had it in his hands, but the defender just knocked it out. So, again, McGuire doing what he needs to do, but MIT's defense has been terrific all day long.
Salve to punt. It's
very short.
High, but not too deep. And it will be bouncing and down by Salve at the 36-yard line of MIT. Nick Lane doing the honors of downing it. Oh, we have a flag, do we?
Oh, and it's against MIT, so this could be get the offense back on the field time.
What's the call here? Because Salve's offense looks like it's going back on the field.
Yeah, why in the world? I mean, this has to be a pretty big penalty for that.
Roughing the kicker?
Boy, they were nowhere near him, I didn't think. Let's see what they called.
Mark Mesnick explaining it to Brian Bubka, the head coach of MIT.
Right around now, neither coach is going to invite any of these officials to the Christmas party.
Personal foul, MIT.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty, and it will go into MIT territory, so hello. A big, big break for Salve. They were doing nothing on that drive, 3 and out, and now Kevin Gilmartin wants some time with the official. Having a lot of conversations.
Well, that one was a short one.
Yep. I think they're going to get the clock fixed. So
the football is at the 48 of MIT. Salve still with the offense. And back to work goes Jack McGuire. And what a shocker. Joey Moriello is his back.
Yeah, still the only Salve player with a carry.
A break here for the Seahawks. Let's see if they can capitalize here in the third quarter. 7:07 to go. And from the shotgun formation, it's a pitch to Moriello on the right side. Needs some blocking. There isn't enough there. What a beautiful move to get in there to make the stop for Will Exon, the senior captain out of the secondary.
Again, a pickup of about 2. It's been a while since Joey's been this frustrated.
At the 46 of MIT, the Seahawks trying to mount a drive here to gain a lead, which they did have very briefly in the first half.
Yeah, they did. They had it for about 2 minutes, and that was it.
All right, we've got single wides left and right. 2nd down and 8. Flip pass out here. It's intended for Pat Travers, but that time Jack McGuire was off the mark. Looking for Pat, but he threw it over the sideline.
Yeah, that was clearly, it was trying to get a quick hitter there, but he just floated it out of bounds.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 8.
Yep.
Salve struggling here to maintain drives.
Yeah, they've had that one drive all day long. And that was just one time where Hume just beat his man. There haven't been many of that. Hasn't been much of that in this game.
Snap, pitch wide to Moriello. He's got a little room on the far side to the 40 and driving to a 1st down. Right in front of the MIT bench. There was a nice line of blocking set up for him to get wide to the left side.
He did not get the first, I don't
didn't?
believe.
Oh,
no.
It looks like he got it.
He got to the 40-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
Okay, it was way across the other side of the field. To me, it looked like he got to the chain and beyond.
Yeah, I guess it was a matter of where he stepped out of bounds. But right now, on 4th and 2 from the 40, Salve is showing no inclination to punt. And Joey hasn't been getting 2 yards every time either. So this is going to be an interesting call.
The snap, and it's a quick kick, and now it's off the side of the foot of the quarterback.
Terrible kick.
Jack McGuire with a quick kick, and it only went about 5-6 yards and didn't work for strategy purposes.
No, it sure didn't. Oh, man, that was interesting. A left-footed kicker, it looked like. Maybe he used the wrong. No, never mind. Well, whatever it was about a 9-yard punt. That's it. So here we go.
MIT at their own 31 gets it back, leading 9-7. Third quarter action. And Malk back to pass, throws on a wing, and it's caught at the 40, 45. And a nice play, a nice pickup there. On the catch for MIT was William Waltman, the tight end. Got it out to the 47. Big first down right there for the Engineers. Less than 5.5 to go in the third period. Snap, run. Theriault looking for room. Gets a little bit of blocking over there on the far left side and made something out of almost nothing. On the stop for Salve was Jackson Garrow from his safety position.
Yeah, got 6 yards on the carry.
At the Salve, 47, right to left go the Engineers. And the hand up to Theriault again, and he's got running room right up the gut inside the 35-yard line before he's knocked off his feet. Helping make the stop for Salve that time around. I couldn't tell you.
15 yards on that carry. Well, Salve's defense is going to have to try to suck up again.
Quick hand up to Theriault again. Breaks it out to the outside. Finds a little running room. Gets inside the 30 before he is finally brought down. Zach Katerius making the stop.
5 yards.
To the 27 of Salve. This is a very good march right here.
This is the drive Salve was looking for.
Only it belongs to MIT.
And they jump.
Movement on the front line by the Engineers.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 10.
That'll slow down the Engineers just a little bit as they put it back to the 32-yard line.
I haven't talked about the wind much, but it's pretty stiff right now in the face of MIT.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have had any effect that I've noticed.
No. They don't seem to throw long. It's very surgical pass attack, and it's been all on the ground on this drive.
Malk gets the snap, one-step drop, wants to throw quickly, now lets it fly out of bounds. The play they had in mind wasn't there, so Chris Malk just throws it out of play.
Well, Salve's defense needs some help from the crowd now. It's 3rd and 10, and they're staggering just a little bit.
Centering the ball for MIT is Peyton Grieve, flanked by guards Nathan Basinger and Bryce Hancock, and tackles Mason Reeder and Ryan Nall. At the 32 of Salve, a 3rd and 10 situation here for the Engineers. Double slot formation.
See if they can get at the quarterback.
Malk throws, and it is going to be underthrown. Ben Dwyer was the intended receiver. Joe Vecchione helping on the coverage.
Here comes that punt team. So they bent but did not break, did the Salve defense. 3:39 left to go in the third quarter.
Ben Dwyer, the intended receiver just then, goes back to punt. The line of scrimmage is the Salve 32-yard line. Let's see if they can do anything, Salve, on any kind of a return here.
Yeah, or are they going to end up?
Ben
Is it a
Dwyer.
fake? It's a fake. No,
Now
it
he
is not.
punts. That's an interesting play. MIT tried to down it inside the 5, almost did. But Ben Dwyer gives them the option. On a 4th down, he can start running, and if he doesn't like what he sees, he punts. And that's what he did.
Well, only a net gain No, they're putting the ball on the 1 yard line. They're saying he touched the ball in the field of play. Salve is going to get the ball at about their 1 foot line. That was a tremendous play.
Mark Mesnick, the referee, is checking on it.
Salve's heading to the 20. And then they're going, what? You can see the confusion. They're saying the ball is way back there. But I don't know.
And nobody seems to be telling them to go back to the 1.
Well, there we go. It'll come out to the 20. So that was a touchback. Wow. That was close.
Yeah. Time left in the third period is 3:36. Salve trailing 9-7. Gets the ball back at their own 20. They go left to right. What wind there is at their back.
Just for the next 3:36, though.
And Moriello with a handoff, looking for some space. Can't find any. Stopped after a short gain.
Wow.
He's got such quick moves,
He
but
does.
unfortunately, when he makes the move, there's 3 MIT guys standing there.
Yeah. He'll avoid one guy and then run into 2 more because their defense is ready.
Gain up a yard for Joey.
And that's generous.
2nd down and 9. And McGuire pump fakes, now throws to the near sideline, and it is Pat Travers with an incredible catch right over the defender. Oh my, what a catch by Pat Travers.
31 yards to the MIT 48-yard line. What a catch by Pat Travers.
And that was a great one-on-one battle. And Pat's leap was timed perfectly.
He's got great hands.
Moriello on the left side. Can't find any room over there. Short gain of 2 or 3 yards. Got to give MIT a lot of credit. They are containing Joey quite a bit. That time it was Will Exon, who has been in on a number of tackles. Here comes Connor Welch to give Joey Moriello probably a break of 1 play. McGuire takes the snap, looks back, throws downfield. It's Travers again, and he caught it again at the 20-yard line. Same defender trying to make the play. That's Evan Gabutz. Actually, Pat Travers is very good at slightly pushing the defender.
Guess what? Illegal receiver downfield.
What?
How is that even possible? You know you're running a pass play. It was quick, and somebody got downfield. My. And that is a great play that's going to get taken away. A 5-yard penalty. I'm not sure if it's a loss of down. I don't think it is.
Shows 2nd down in the chains.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 13.
Ball is at midfield. 2:02 left in the third quarter. Been a busy day for Jack McGuire. And he'll fake to Welch. Get out of the pocket. Looking, and will throw it to where there is nobody, but he got it past the line of scrimmage. It'll be just incomplete.
3rd down, 12.
So another tough spot here for the Seahawks. 3rd down, 12 to go. I don't know if this would be 4-down territory.
I would be shocked if it were.
There's a lot of time left.
There's a lot of time. They're only down 2, and they have been just living around midfield with MIT getting the football. It'd be nice if they don't get a 1st down here to bury MIT somewhere inside their 20.
All right. Jack McGuire.
3rd down, about 13.
Goes back to pass. Little screen. And it gets in the hands of Moriello. Moriello on the run. Has the 1st down and then a couple of yards.
Did he lose the football?
It came loose, but it was after he hit the ground.
Okay.
That was a great setup on the screen. And this time, Joey found a little seam to run through and used that burst of speed to get himself a 1st down.
Is there another flag?
This is going to go against Salve.
Unbelievable.
It's a holding call.
It looks like they're marching it from the end of the play, but I'm not sure. Boy, I'll tell you, this is a ugly. No, they're going from the line of scrimmage. A really good call that time. Right where they wanted it to be. Joey got it in the middle. He fought for some yardage, got the first down, and it's going way back inside Salve territory to about the 42-yard line. Boy, I'll tell you, we talked about how few penalties there were in the first half. No more.
Salve with the ball on 3rd down and long. McGuire to pass over the middle, and it is caught shy of a first down.
What a great catch, though.
Nice catch indeed.
Is that 81? I'm not sure.
I thought it was 30.
80.
80? That's Jack Hannon. Jack Hannon. Another tough catch for Jack. He made it, held on, but it's a 4th down and 3, and Salve is going to go for it at the 41 of MIT. Will they try to draw him offside, or will they go through with this? Snap. Moriello, right straight ahead, not quite enough. He got close, but his forward progress will be stopped about a half a yard shy.
Stop by Calvetti. First down MIT.
Another good job there by the linebacker. Actually, not the linebacker. Mr. Calvetti got through there. So, MIT gets it back. Salve still trailing by 2, 9-7, less than a minute to go, 3rd quarter. Back to work goes graduate quarterback Chris Mock.
And that's a false start.
Flag on the play.
That'll stop the clock and push back the Engineers 5 yards.
Nothing but penalties this half. Insane. 43 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Still 9-7. So much like last night's high school game we did, where there was no scoring in the second half.
At their own 34 now, 1st and 15 for MIT. And the handoff. Looking for some running room is Brady Klein, and he is wrapped up and hauled down. And I think you can give the star right there to Zach Katarius from Sandwich, Mass.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 15. They might just let this clock run out to get the wind at their back.
Play clock at 20, and they don't have to run a play.
And they probably will not.
So one more quarter of football is left in this great battle, a non-conference battle between MIT and Salve Regina. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. You're listening to college football on WADK FM 101.1 and on WADK.com. We'll take this time out right here.
Seahawk fans, follow the Seahawks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
MIT
from their own 34-yard line. In the shotgun, it's Malk. And he'll play fake, drop back to pass. Throw out here for Ben. Oh, what a great play. Intended for Ben Dwyer, but knocked away. Perfectly timed by Jack Zingaro.
What a play. He saw it right in front of him. It went into the receiver's hands. He then went over the receiver's back and knocked it to the ground. 3rd and 15. Salve's getting their chances this half, but they haven't done anything offensively.
Engineers at their own 34, 3rd and 15 it is. Trips to the left side, back to pass is marked, looking, being charged and pushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, and caught by Dwyer, well shy of a first down. Nice scramble there by Chris Monk, and finally found Dwyer, but needed a whole lot more than that to get to a first down, so the Engineers will have to punt.
Yeah, it was a good play because he was about to be sacked, but he scrambled to his left and through there. Dwyer was 9 yards shy of a first down, so really not much to gain there, but at least it wasn't a sack. Gives him a little more punting room.
Max DeVito back deep for the Seahawks, awaiting the punt from Mr. Bullhoff. Snap, kick, high, and right to Max. Takes it at the 22, gets to the 30, and brought down at the 32-yard line. Good, solid open field tackle right there by Mateo Monterde.
Now we have a full quarter to go, 14:01 left in the game. But I think it's time for the Salve offense to sort of kind of establish something. They have really been dormant all day long except for one run play and one pass play. The pass play resulted in a touchdown. But here we go, 14:01, Salve down 2.
Jack McGuire goes back to work. He gets a good view of the field at 6'5".
Yep.
And as long as he's got the time to look around, for more often than not, he's been pretty accurate. Joey Moriello is your single setback. And it will be a handoff to Joey, who had a big hole to the left. He ran to the right and picked up a couple of yards. I'm not sure, Jim, but you might have been able to run through the hole over on the left side there.
He looked and he was so confused by seeing a hole that he decided just to go the other way.
Am I supposed to run through that?
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 7. Salve really needs a sustained drive.
At their own 35-yard line. A light breeze into their face. McGuire looks, rolls, still looking, now throwing, and wide open, and caught. Hayden Hume again inside the 50-yard line. He was wide open at midfield over here on the left flank. McGuire right on the money.
17 yards on that pickup.
Hayden hasn't had a lot of catches, but the ones he's made have been big ones.
And he's only got two catches for 72 yards and a touchdown.
There's a handoff and not much going on.
Boy, poor Joey. He is just getting beat up today. Picked up about 2 again.
To the 46 of MIT.
Thing about Salve is when Moriello's not going the way he can go, it kind of, cuts their offense in half.
Salve right to left in this quarter. McGuire takes this. Nope, movement in the front line. Salve's guilty. And we're going back 5 yards. Just can't get a nice piece of momentum going.
Nope. So back to their own 49-yard line goes Salve. It'll be 2nd down and about 13. It really has been a struggle all day long for the Salve offense. Defensively, they've been fine.
All right, Seahawks set it up. By himself in the backfield, McGuire looking on the near side. Oh,
Hello.
My, big-time contact over here. Penalty flag thrown from both directions. Joey Moriello was the intended receiver. He was double-teamed and finally interfered with.
Yeah. They were on his back, and they sort of drove him to the ground with the ball in the air.
If it's pass interference, it's from the line of scrimmage. If it's a holding on the defense,
It looks like it might be a holding call.
ball's on the 41 of MIT, and it's first down.
That was 10 yards, so
Salve trying to mount the march. McGuire fakes the hand up to Joey. Throws it deep downfield. It's Hayden Hume again, and he can't make the catch. Had it in his hands for a moment and couldn't hang on.
that was another touchdown for Hayden if he hangs on. He caught that ball, or he got that ball in his hands somewhere around the 5. So he was just going to take it right in. Good throw.
Mr. McGuire was on the money with that one. Tight coverage in the defense. It was good one-on-one coverage, but Hayden just couldn't get the hold on it. It is second down and 10. Salve is at the 41 of MIT. McGuire pitches it to Moriello, cuts inside one defender, and picks up about 4 yards or so inside the 40.
Brought down by Eli Brooks.
Making the stop is Brady Sullivan.
Yeah, you were right. Exactly 4 yards on the carry. And again, if they can get close enough, they do have a field goal kicker, despite the fact that he had a tough one in the first half. But, I mean, they could get a lead that way. But, boy, they just cannot get close.
They are at MIT's 36, 37-yard line on third down and about 6. And it is McGuire back to pass, far sideline, coming back toward it and able to make the catch. And it is a catch right on the sideline. Can't tell who that was. He's coming this way. 84?
84.
That is Marcelino Labella, the junior out of Windsor, Connecticut. Under pressure. Marcelino Labella gets it done.
About the 9-yard line. It's first and goal.
McGuire wants to pass it to the corner of the end zone, and a jump and a catch, and touchdown, Salve! Beautifully timed jump, great catch. And that was Max DeVito getting it done. You gotta like those guys named Max, don't you? We have one.
No,
A touchdown.
Mr. Ascoli likes guys named DeVito. and Marcelino as well.
And Labella. You know, those ending in vowel type names are really cool. Now, Salve leading 13-9. Looks like they were going to go for 2. Now they're going to call a timeout and think about it. So if they go for a 2-point conversion, they would lead by 6. They've got a 4-point lead that takes away a field goal value. But there's 10 minutes and 43 seconds left in this final quarter. Long way to go.
If they go for 2, it would give them, and get it, it would be a 6-point lead, which would require MIT, if they score a touchdown, to get the extra point. But other than that, it's not, I mean, it's just not an obvious choice to go for 2 here. And I'll tell you, they 2 and 3 yards, they haven't been getting that easily. But I'll tell you, what a nice game Jack McGuire is putting together.
Well, they are going to go for a 2-point conversion.
Let's talk about McGuire. He's now 13 for 26, 203 yards, and 2 touchdowns. They're going for 2. It probably means Moriello, but we'll see.
Slot on the right side. Single wide to the left. And Salve is trying for a pair. Moriello goes in motion to the left. McGuire throws into the middle of the end zone. Touch! Another 2-point conversion. Beautifully executed. They use Moriello as a decoy. And right in the middle of the end zone was a wide open receiver. And I think that was Jack Hannon. number 80. Beautifully executed by Salve to make it a 15-9 lead. And we're going to take a 30-second timeout right here.
To enjoy everything from brick oven pizzas to handcrafted cocktails. And the always popular Sunday brunch is there for you, new free.
That's ugly.
Surf clubs outside Surf Shack.
With you at Toppa Field, we just had a kickoff here by Salve, but it went out of play. So a choice here for MIT. They can take it at the 40 or 35, which is what they're doing. So choice has already been made.
That's, again, Salve is, they're not going to make a film of this game as their best effort ever. That was pretty ugly.
All right, MIT needs one more guy on the field, and he's a late arrival, but now he's on the field. From their own 35. It is Mock handing it off. And trying to find some running room is George Stoltz. Got a pretty good gain out of that, running left side wide.
It looks like about 7 maybe. Let's see where. No, 6.
To the 41. Second and a little more than 4. Plenty of time. More than 10 minutes to go in the game. It's now up to the performance of the Salve defense. And out come the Engineers. Second down and 4. Chris Mock, the quarterback, will hand it off again. And nothing there this time. Oh, my. Great coverage. Stoltz is stopped. And one of the key guys there is Joe Vecchione, the linebacker. And we've got an Seahawk down away from the play. So there'll be a slight delay here while we check on this member of Salve's team. Now a little under 10 minutes to go after that play. And that was beautifully handled by Joe. Had some company, Joe Vecchione did, and they just stopped Stoltz in his tracks. And one of these Seahawks is on his back right now on the 35-yard line. So everybody waits to hope that this young man will be okay and get up and get back to the sidelines.
It's funny. We've seen a bunch of injuries the last couple of days. He looks like he's fine, thankfully.
And it looks like it's Zach Katarius, outside linebacker, and it is.
But, we've seen injuries, and something you have to realize about these teams everywhere is that they haven't played a whole lot of football in a couple of years, at least not in anger. So there's a lot of opportunity to kind of, get stretched or something. 3rd and 5.
MIT at their 40. And the snap. The quick look. The pass is caught, but I think he was out of bounds.
No, they say he caught it.
He did. Okay, he got his both feet down. Actually, you only need one down in college ball. A low pass right in front of the MIT bench. And that was Shepard again with the catch. He's had a few. Keithan Shepard out of Vancouver, Washington. The snap. The handoff. Stoltz looking for room on the left. Slowed down. Brought down.
What a hit.
And I think that was Jack Zingaro on the hit.
Picked up a yard, it looks like.
That's all they give him. Ball at the 47 of MIT. 9 minutes left in the game. Salve in front, 15-9. Out come the Engineers. Got an offset backfield right here. Mark gets the snap, drops back, looks to the far sideline, and it is overthrown. Intended out there for a wide open receiver, but off the mark, fortunately for Salve.
Yeah, it almost looked like they lost the receiver there. He was wide open, but the throw was overthrown. Now it's time for the defense to step it up, and the Salve crowd is ready.
That was Shepard, the intended receiver. 3rd down and 9 for MIT. If I were the Salve defense, I'd keep an eye on Ben Dwyer.
It's so funny. When MIT huddles up, their receivers don't. They go to the line of scrimmage, and now I think we have a timeout.
We do. MIT takes a timeout with 8:37 to go. Salve up 15-9. We take a 30-second timeout right here. Number 8683 and play it that way. But if you have a problem, don't worry about it. So we'll hold off on the timeout. We could do the next one in order if you want, or whatever works.
Well, here it is. 3rd down and 9. MIT is at their 47-yard line. 8:37 left to go. Salve 15, MIT 9.
From the shotgun, slot backs left and right. Walk back to pass, looking, throwing, and it is an attempt at a diving catch. Was it good?
It was.
It is. Again, a great catch as he fell out of bounds. Kept the feet down, or 1 foot down.
Ethan Shepard again.
Is that Shepard again?
Yep. So another 1st down.
Engineers get the key conversion. They're at the Salve 42.
11 yards on that completion.
Mark takes the snap, hands it off, and this time Stultz is going to be caught in the backfield. Terrific penetration that time by the Seahawks. And leading the charge, Zach Letelier, but also in there was, I get to say it, Pasquale De Stefano.
Yeah. Maikumba.
2nd down and 9 at the Salve 41. MIT in white, Salve in gray. Back to pass is Mark. Got the time, lofts it up high. It's out there in the open, and it is picked off by the Seahawks. No, incomplete.
You know what? That might be a break. Might be a break. Because he was going to intercept that ball on the 1 yard line, and we'll see what happens now. It's 3rd and 9.
That was C.J. Minchin, who looked like the intended receiver.
He almost looked like he was fielding a punt.
So it's incomplete and sets up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. It is exactly right.
Salve defense working hard. MIT giving it a shot. Get the snap to Mark. Pressure is on. He throws, and it is deflected away by the Salve defender. Terrific timing on that to prevent what could have been a pass reception.
Well, it was along the sidelines again where they've had good success, but not that time.
That was C.J. Minchin again, I believe. Either him or Zach Tucker, one of the two.
They will go back into punt formation on a 4th and 9. 7:22 to go.
Again, the punter is Ben Dwyer. He can run or punt.
Yep, he could probably throw if necessary.
Gets the snap.
Here
He's running, and now he's punting. Line drive, downfield. And it will be rolling inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Very effective punt. Finally down by the Engineers, Anthony Altala.
1st and 10 for Salve.
So here are the Seahawks trying to use up some time.
Yeah, that is critical right now. 7:09 left to go. Salve would like to, knock 3 or 4 minutes off the clock and preferably put some points on the board at the end of it. But they'll start at their 5-yard line. It's a long way from here.
The world is expecting Joey Moriello to touch the football.
Yep.
But Mr. Gilmartin, the head coach, doesn't always do the expected. And this is a handoff to Joey. Tries the right side and gets about 4 or 5 yards. Line of scrimmage was just beyond the 5.
He might have gotten to the 10. No, the 9.
Stopped on the play by freshman linebacker Paul Calvetti.
Right now, Moriello, 27 carries, 135 yards. But boy, he has earned every last inch.
Yeah, he had fewer carries last week and gained more yardage.
Yeah, probably twice as much yardage.
That's a statement about the MIT defense.
Yep.
Jack McGuire in the shotgun. Gets the snap, looks to pass, gets it over here, and on the run, over the 10 to the 15, and brought down right there.
He needed to get to the 15. I don't think he did. So it's probably going to be 3rd down and very short.
Let's see, who is that?
27?
27. Look that up for me.
I got Ben Cortez.
Ben Cortez. I should have known that. Ben, part of that receiving corps. So it is going to be a 3rd and 1.
Boy, do they need this one.
Salve at their own 14-yard line. McGuire goes to the shotgun as usual. Behind him is Joey Moriello.
I think Joey's getting the ball here.
The snap, the give. Man, he's tripped up in the backfield, but he fell forward. I don't know if he fell forward far enough.
I think he did, but it really is going to depend where they think his knee went down.
Somebody got him down low and knocked him off his feet.
He has it. If they don't move the football from where it is, he probably has it. I see a flag on the far side of the field, don't I?
Something yellow over there, and it's
it
going
is.
to be against MIT.
It's a 5-yarder for something. Not exactly sure what it was, but
could have been an offside, and they let the play go.
Might have been lined up in the neutral zone or something along those lines. Whatever it was, Salve will happily take it.
At their own 19, their 1st and 10. So they did mark it off from the line of scrimmage. All right, in the shotgun formation, McGuire, Moriello looking for running room, a little bit on the outside, but he's tripped up just as he was about to break free. Joey Moriello.
Adam Zimmerman with a great tackle.
Just got a piece of his foot. Otherwise, Joey was going to still be running right now.
Yeah, he might have been. He might have been crossing the goal line right about now.
All right.
9 yards anyway.
28-yard line. And second down.
And this is what Salve wants to do. Keep the clock running.
Less than 5 minutes to go. In that shotgun formation, Moriello behind the quarterback, gets the snap, follows his blocking, goes up the left side for about 5 yards.
Almost as if Joey Moriello smelling victory here.
Throwing blocks up there, guys like Pete Noonan and Blake Guerreri, Jason Azzolino, Steve Dewey, and Elion Telford across that front line.
Now you want to let that play clock run down to under 10. It's at 15 right now.
Ball is at the 34 of the Engineers.
And the play clock is at 9, so now we can go.
And it's a play fake. Here's the pass, and look at the hold. Big-time hold on the MIT defender. Hayden Hume, the intended receiver. And a blatant hold out there by Ty Allen to create the pass or defensive holding.
It was almost as if they went to MIT and said, we'd like you to create a video as to what holding is. Because he just had him by the jersey and was not letting go. So this will be an automatic first down. I think it's only a 5-yard penalty. It is. Nope.
It's defensive holding.
So it's 10 and an automatic first.
To the 44.
And more importantly, the clock keeps ticking. 4:04 left in the game. Salve up 6.
The snap. The handoff. Moriello, left side, a hole. 50-yard line. 45-yard line before he's knocked off his feet. Saving stop that time by Adam Zimmerman again. Joey Moriello went over the left side, and there was room to run.
11 yards on that pickup. And I'm telling you, it's almost as though he can sense the victory. Now there's a timeout on the field.
MIT has got a player down, which stops the clock at 3:44 to go.
Let's talk about Joey. He's got 30 carries now, 161 yards. You can slow him down, but you cannot stop him.
All right, getting up slowly, and it is for MIT, Sam Gazelski, the defensive end from East Northport, New York. He's going to, under his own power, head to the far sideline.
3:44 left to go. The only thing that could really hurt Salve now would be some sort of a turnover, so they just want to have good ball security and keep the clock moving.
Jack McGuire and Joey Moriello, two big-time workhorses right there. I'm sorry.
At the MIT 45, I was going to say the same thing
That's
you were.
Exactly what I was going to say.
3.5 minutes to go, 25 seconds on the play clock. And again, McGuire, Jack can hold on until he gets it down a little bit closer to 0, that is. 15 seconds on the play clock.
First downs will do. Just keep running the clock. McGuire in the shotgun.
5 seconds on the play clock. Smart play.
Moriello tries the right side, finds a hole. He's at the 30. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Joey Moriello and Salve Regina. A big-time hole on the right side, and with the speed of Joey Moriello, it was just a matter of him outrunning anybody in the defense, and he did it easily. Joey Moriello helping to seal down a victory, you think, with 2:56 remaining.
And I'll tell you, does anybody cut harder and quicker than that young man? He went right and then just on a dime cut to the middle.
Made his extra point, is blocked. And it will remain 21-9.
Something for Salve to work on this week is those place kicks. That's twice that he's gotten, no height on it.
All right, let's take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back.
Is 2:06.
Kick taken at about the 15. And the run back will be slowed down and finally ended just inside the 30-yard line.
Well,
it's got to be one tired Salve defense that has to go out there and fight for 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
well, that's the key. What Salve's defense has to do is, they can afford to give up a score, but they can't afford to give up a quick score. I mean, they would like to stay on the field for another 2.5 minutes, one way or the other, or get the ball back quickly. But right at the 30 is where MIT will start now.
First and 10, and back into the shotgun goes Chris Mock. Double wides left and right. Back to pass. Pressure applied. Quick throw. Out of play to avoid the sack. Great pressure applied that time. I think that was John Bowen. No, it wasn't John. It was Dylan Hodge putting the pressure on.
Well, now that Salve knows that MIT is going to throw, and they don't have that kind of mix-it-up running game going, they can just pin their ears back and head for the quarterback.
They use a three-man front. Occasionally they put a fourth man up there. Back to pass. Mark throwing over and underthrown at the 40-yard line. Shepard was the intended receiver. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Well, here in Newport, Rhode Island, this big crowd is seeing a good one. Salve with some fourth quarter magic to come from behind. 2 scores in the fourth quarter, from 9-7 down to 21-9 up.
At their own 30, MIT, 3rd and 10. 2:37 to go. Trips to the right side. Snap. Drop. Pass. Out here. It's going to be picked off.
And down. He put a knee down.
Right away. Connor Foley, who went in for John Good, gets the big interception for the Seahawks. He immediately took a knee. And Salve will start right there in their own territory around the 36 or 7. No, somewhere in there. 2:25 to go.
I think we have our first turnover of the game.
Yeah. And what a job if it's Connor Foley who jumps in for John Good in that secondary and pulls off that interception.
Well, Salve now is 2:25 away from their second win of this young season as they hit the conference play soon.
From the 37, Moriello with another play to the right side. This time he's knocked off his feet, and very solidly, by the way. And again, in on the play is Will Exon.
We've heard his name a bit.
Senior captain and safety.
A 49-yard run and a 45-yard run for Joey Moriello in this afternoon. So he's had a couple of big runs, and right now, as we said, he is at 32 carries, 208 yards.
From their own 39, a minute 45 left. And here's the handoff again to Moriello. Tries the left side, found a little bit of a hole, but he's picked up, wrapped up, and thrown down right there by Will Exon.
Well, he and Will have had a few encounters today for sure. Out to the 42.
The clock is not running. I guess MIT just called a timeout.
Well, I guess that.
So since they took a timeout, I'll take a timeout. And we'll be back with you in 30 seconds from now.
The early 70s.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Want to get back here to what's going on, Jim. I had my head down.
Well, what happened was on a 3rd down and 5, Salve, in a way, did MIT a tiny bit of a favor. McGuire went back and passed and threw it incomplete. So instead of running clock, they decided to try to throw the ball and get a first down. And with 1:25 left to go, they'll punt.
Salve being the they, and Brian Johnson being the punter. Here comes a rush. He'll get it away despite the rush. Fair catch called for and made at about the 21-yard line with 1:17 to go. So one more chance for MIT, even though they trail by 2 possessions. 21-9 Salve.
Well, if you're an MIT player or a fan and an optimist, you want to get a quick score and an onside kick. But those MIT guys, they're stat guys. They know that statistically the chances of winning this game is about 0.4%.
Malk wants to pass, of course. He throws a short one, and it is caught, and running out of bounds is the pass receiver, and that is Andrew Hutchison.
Second down.
A minute 11 to go. The ball gets up to the 26-yard line. It'll be second down and a little bit more than 6. Got slot backs left and right in this formation. Spread out. Malk wants to pass. Looking. Now still looking. Now bringing it in and running and heading for the sideline and gets out of play about the 45-yard line. Not forcing it was the quarterback, Chris Malk.
And he ran the ball about 20 yards. So
got to the 44-yard line for a 1st and 10. A minute 2 remaining in the game. Salve up by 12. Snap. Malk looks to this side on the right, and wide open is Ben Dwyer. Dwyer will be tripped up inside the 15 of Salve. A saving touchdown right there for the Seahawks by C.J. Minchin. What a throw by Malk, a catch by Ben Dwyer.
43 yards on the pickup. Win, lose, or draw. You don't want to go out looking like this. Salve's defense wants to dig in here.
13-yard line. 1st and 10. Spread formation. Slots left and right. And a whistle will blow because...
Salve timeout.
There you go. We'll keep it here for now and recap it for you. Less than a minute remains. 53 seconds to be exact. 21-9. Salve is leading. MIT is at the Salve 13-yard line. 1st and 10.
Now, quick score, onside kick. I was kidding when I said that. And here we go. Salve is up 21-9. They lead by 12, so it's clearly a 2-score situation.
And don't you bet that John Good would give anything to be out there playing in that secondary right now for Salve, but
yep.
John's on crutches.
He's way to our left right now.
Here come the Engineers on the 13-yard line of Salve. Salve shows a 4-man front defensively. Malk back to pass. Looking, throwing, all alone. Ben, touchdown. Ben Dwyer.
My goodness.
Right in the right side corner, just across the goal line. And hitting him right on the target there was Chris Malk. So it is now 21-15. They don't have to go for a 2-point conversion because it won't make a difference if they do.
Well, 4 plays, 79 yards. Ouch.
And I think they may have 1 timeout to go.
Yeah, well, it's all going to come down to an onside kick, quite clearly.
Mark Wright from Fort Worth, Texas, setting up for the extra point. The snap, the kick, and it is good. So, 46 seconds remaining. You can probably expect an onside kick attempt. Salve's lead is down to 4, 21-17.
And all of a sudden, the very loud Salve crowd, a lot of them have left, but a lot of them are still here. And they're starting to get a little antsy.
All right, let's see if the Seahawks can handle what I expect to be an onside attempt. I don't know what else the Engineers can attempt here. Quite the battle between these two. And here we are with 46 seconds remaining. And it is going to be Mr. Cortez.
Was the kick good?
Yes.
They don't have that point up. Or is that a 6? Okay.
They just changed it to 15. I don't know why. The kick was good.
Okay.
9 and 7 is 16, right?
Honest.
I think it should. The scoreboard says 21-15. I think it should say 16. All right.
Well, the hands team is ready. I'll tell you what, he might just kick it over that front line.
It's a hard kick, and it's taken right away by Salve. Great catch. It was a ground ball, and it was hard hit.
Max DeVito. He's been everywhere today.
He's had some big plays. And there's none bigger than making sure you catch the onside kick at the 45, 46 of MIT.
Sometimes what they'll do is they'll kick it over that front line where there was a lot of space and then just go kind of fight for the ball. But they kicked it low and slow, and Max DeVito was right there.
So Salve will take the snap. I think MIT has one more timeout. Snap to McGuire. He'll take a knee. And then MIT calls the timeout right away. Even though the official signals it's a Salve time order, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. 34 seconds left to go. That was the first carry by anyone not named Joey Moriello. And all it was a kneel down.
Who does McGuire think he is anyway?
I know, for Pete's sake.
The ball is at the 50. It'll be a second down, but I don't think MIT can call any more timeouts.
I don't know. They may have one more, but we'll see. Again, Salve celebrating, but when you're in shotgun, that snap has got to be true.
They're going to adjust the time on the scoreboard, I believe. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we have 44 seconds remaining.
Well, apparently we do. 44.8 is what they're saying.
All right, McGuire will set up not quite in the shotgun formation.
And
steps up a little bit.
Kevin Gilmartin wasn't happy.
Takes the snap. Puts the knee down. And now the clock continues to run. The play clock says 35. The scoreboard says less than that. Salve does not have to run another play. A terrific comeback win here for the Seahawks. It's their first home game in 665 days. And it was not easy, but it works out to a victory. 21. Well, the scoreboard clock still says 21-15. Why does it say 15?
I always keep thinking there's lights out.
Well, it's either 21-16 or 21-15. Either way, it is now officially a Salve Regina victory. So congratulations to the Seahawks, and what a battle put up there by MIT's engineers. All right, we will be taking a timeout for a number of messages right here. So let's do that and come back to you with some post-game activity.
A local favorite since 1980. And a long time.
Back, Angel and Ascoli, producer-director Maxwell Lawless. And right now, Kevin Gilmartin is talking to his team, and he's got John Good standing right next to him on the crutches, and John is saying a few words to help out the post-game conversation amongst the Seahawks. This was quite the battle. It is a 21-16 final. The reason for the confusion on the scoreboard is a light bulb is out.
There we go.
So, and being not the brightest bulb on this field right now, let me turn it over to Jim Ascoli to recap this very interesting little game we just saw.
Yeah, it really was. The scoring started in the first quarter with 2:32 left in the quarter. Salve had the ball at their 7-yard line, and Jack McGuire went back to pass, but he went back into the end zone and got kind of swarmed under for an MIT safety, and the Engineers led it 2-0. Then with 3:44 left to go in the first half, Salve got on the board. They went 7 plays, 80 yards, and on a beautiful pass play from Jack McGuire to Hayden Hume that covered 55 yards, they put a touchdown up. The kick was good, and they led 7-2. But that was not it for this first half, because with 8 seconds left, MIT put together a 9-play, 65-yard drive. Brady Klein took it in from the 2-yard line. A 22-yard pass play got it down to the 2. And the kick was good, and that made it 9-7 at halftime. Well, at the end of the third quarter, it was still 9-7. And if you're a Salve fan, it started to get a tiny bit uncomfortable. But in the fourth quarter, early, 10:43 left to go in the game, Salve, 8 plays, 68 yards. Max DeVito takes a 9-yard touchdown pass from Jack McGuire. Jack Hannon with a 2-point conversion made it 15-9. And then later in the fourth quarter, with just 2:56 left to go in the game, Salve started a drive at their own 5-yard line. They went 6 plays, 95 yards. Joey Moriello took it in from the 45-yard line for the touchdown. The kick was no good. 21-9 Salve with under 3 minutes to play. And you kind of started your little victory dance, but MIT was having none of that, because they put together a 4-play, 79-yard drive, and with 46 seconds left in the game, Ben Dwyer took a 13-yard touchdown pass from Chris Mock. The kick was good, and suddenly it was 21-16, and MIT was an onside kick away from maybe making this thing get ugly for the Salve fans. But the onside kick was covered by Salve, and they ran the clock out to win it by a final score of 21-16. Individual numbers for Salve, it's really a 2-man band here, although there were a bunch of receivers that got involved. But for Salve on the ground, Joey Moriello, 33 carries, 211 yards, 6.4 yards a carry, and 1 touchdown. And you know what? When all is said and done, Joey Moriello had a pretty tough day today. When you have a tough day and you put up 211 yards, you're a pretty special back, and that's what Joey is. Jack McGuire had 2 carries, but they were just kneel downs at the end of the game for -7 yards. Passing, McGuire was 14 for 28, right around that 50% mark all day long, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns. Catches, 2 for Pat Travers for 35 yards. 1 for Marcelino Labella for 28. 1 for Joey Moriello for 5. Hayden Hume caught 2 for 72 yards. He had a touchdown. Max DeVito had 3 catches, 26 yards. He had a touchdown. Ben Cortez, 3 catches, 21 yards. And John Whitehouse had a catch for 4. That may not be John Whitehouse. I'm sorry. That was our mystery receiver that we do not remember the name of. But anyway, for Salve, 35 carries, 204 yards on the ground. 14 for 28 passing for 208 more, 412 total yards. For MIT, their individual numbers, Jay Theriault, 13 carries, 58 yards. George Stultz, 10 carries, 33 yards. Brady Klein, 8 carries, 31 yards. He had a touchdown. Chris Mock had 4 carries for -2 yards. Jack Montanaro had a carry for 2, and Ben Dwyer carried 3 times for 15 yards. Chris Mock was 13 for 30 passing for 162 yards. He had a touchdown, also had an interception. Ben Dwyer caught 5 passes for 77 yards. He had a touchdown. Keithan Shepard caught 4 passes for 53 yards. So he had a nice day. Andrew Hutchison had 2 catches. William Wolfman had 2. And George Stultz had a catch. So for MIT, 39 rushes, 137 yards on the ground, 13 for 30, 162 yards through the air. They had 299 total yards. Salve had 412. And when all was said and done and the clock ticked to 0, it was Salve 21, MIT 16, in really what was a grinder of a football game. It was not easy for either team, but Salve prevails with some fourth quarter magic. 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter got it done. I'm watching Kevin Gilmartin. I think he's making his way up here.
Yeah, he'll find us.
Yeah, there's something about he's never seen a microphone or a camera he doesn't like. So,
by the way, we're going to give our MVP award in the press box to Maura, who did an outstanding job making her debut. So, way to go, Maura.
I came in second again?
Yes, maybe even third if you're not careful here. So, Kevin Gilmartin is on his way up to talk with us, the head coach of Salve. And he's pretty open and honest.
Yeah, he is.
And humorous.
He's all of that. Open, honest, and humorous.
So, got a little bit with the coach to give you.
And I got to hand it to the coach. That was one heck of a national anthem.
I had tears.
We all had tears, my friend.
We were watching you. We were watching you, Dad, and it looked like you were grinning from ear to ear the whole time.
I was grinning. I had my eyes closed at one point in time. I mean, I had tears coming down. It was that's definitely. I mean, 9/11 to have Laney sing it.
Yeah. Huh?
I mean, there's so much emotions going through it. Even just saying it now, it's bringing it back up.
She's all of 17.
17 years old. Yeah, high school student.
And it was right at that moment that we said, well, we know where the talent went in the Gilmartin family.
He said that.
It was funny, Amanda Carson, our athletic trainer, she was like, I know she's in theater or anything, but she can sing too? And my response to Amanda was, she's a Gilmartin. She can do anything.
There we go.
So you can coach too?
Yeah.
We try.
I don't know where to start with this game. This was a strange game. Mm-hmm. Things weren't going your way in the first half. Mm-hmm. You hardly got your hands on the football.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you had some magic words to say to your team at halftime.
No, I mean, I think like at halftime they were fired up, saying, "Hey, fellas, we're not." You know, I walked in and they were already, hey, let's get folks, let's start putting this stuff together, because they were, they knew that we were close and we weren't driving. You know, like we were getting some push, but we weren't putting the drives together. I mean, you know, it was just a little tweak here and a little tweak there where they were slipping off and making the plays, and they were rolling their safeties down and trying to stop us. So we knew to start.
It's okay. Take your time.
Could be that COVID thing.
No, stop
it. But and at the same time, we said, okay, if they're going to keep doing that, we're going to have to make some plays on the outside. You know, so we knew we had to take some shots to try to get those safeties to back off, and you know, we definitely did. Sometimes we missed them, though.
Well, the thing that gets me is, you know, the second half when you had to get it done, you found a way, and I want to know, how do you get it done when the world knows that Joey Moriello is going to touch the football? Mm-hmm. He's amazing.
He's a player, but our offensive line's awesome, and our receivers are awesome, and we also have a heck of a quarterback. And so, you know, if they're saying Joey Moriello, let him, because I'll say Max DeVito, Pat Travers, Marcelino Labella, Hayden Hume, John Whitehouse, John Hannon, you know, and we'll just keep throwing the names at them, you know. And so we got players that we think can make plays, and hopefully they will continue to do that.
Yeah, you need the time to throw. Mm-hmm. You need somebody to make a catch. It all came around just the way you needed it. Talk to me about John Good, because I noticed you put him right next to you at the post-game huddle. Yeah, that's a tough one right there.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's just a game. You know, you don't know. You wait and you find out how it's going to go down. Yeah. But you know, he comes back for the 5th year. He's one of those players that he'll do anything for the team. You know, he's a heart kind of guy that you love to have on the field. So as a coach, you love those kind of people. And so that's why it's emotional for everybody when you lose somebody like that, and that's why you bring him up there, because he is the heart of the team, and so he deserves that, because at halftime that's actually one of the things we said was, hey, John Good's not out there, but let's do this for John Good.
Now here's something I'm sure nobody's ever said. Yeah, Johnny be good.
I think they say that an awful lot.
But
you see what I have to put up with?
You just roll your eyes.
You
You can't hear that on the radio, though.
Ingrown. In general, talk to me about the team. We haven't had a chance to talk to you until now.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it, you've worked with it, you've practiced with it, and so forth. What kind of a team is this? How would you describe it?
They've been great. I mean, everything about them from camp, they've been working hard. They've been together. I mean, they haven't had a camp in 2 years. And by the fourth day, we had a freshman rattle off every team member's name because they were that close. And there's 120 guys on this team.
I ain't gonna say
how's that possible unless everybody's talking to everybody? And that's the part of the thing where, and you even see it on the field that they're excited together, they're happy together, they hang out together, and that's the beautiful thing when you have a family together like that. It's different. Like when you start off a game,
120.
You start off a game and it's 2-0, and you're really not going anywhere. But you're looking to the guy to the left of you and the guy to the right of you, and you trust him and you believe in him. Good things are going to continue to happen. They're not giving up.
I was saying earlier that I thought Joey struggled a lot today and had 211 yards. That's a special kid when you can struggle and get 211 yards.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also an offensive line too.
Yeah, sure.
That is very much
Absolutely.
an offensive line.
Yeah.
But Jim noted one thing too, which Joey has this quick cutting capability.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
that's pretty
That's coaching.
impressive.
That's coaching.
Is that
That's
the
all
coaching?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been coaching him on that.
Yeah.
All right, good.
That's pure talent. That's pure talent. We're actually coaching on that is to know not to coach him. To let him go.
Yeah.
On the touchdown run, he took a step to the right and then went left, like so quick. It was insane.
Right, and just hit it.
Yeah. Yep.
And then that was Nick Lane making those backside blocks. That were
Is
huge.
that
too.
Nick? Okay.
Yeah, and that was great to see too, because we've been saying, where is he going to step up? How's he going to play? Because this is his first year really out on the field, and obviously huge moment. He's making plays, so proud of that.
Proud of a lot of things for this
Absolutely.
one. So
Jack had 200 yards passing, so
Yeah, and then we had a bunch of drops too. That was the scary part.
Yeah.
Big drops too, but we'll get them.
Got a lot of people involved in this team of yours.
That's what we want. Everybody involved, and now we know what are they going to do.
All right.
We're excited.
Well, you get to soak it in for a while. You got to go on the road.
You're going to give me a little defense talk too. I mean, how would our defense do? Give me some numbers on those.
We don't do defensive numbers. I'm
well,
afraid.
except for what MIT did.
Yeah, 162, and so
total
all right, 300.
299.
Yeah, so the defense is doing pretty well.
Yeah, but when they had to get it done,
right,
they got it done.
Absolutely.
Just like
and they
the
kept us in it in the
offensive
first half. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, right. So
did they
a
ever?
lot of fun.
And more fun to come, apparently.
Absolutely. We're on the road. We're down in New Jersey. We're going to go down to Newport, New Jersey this weekend. And so, hopefully it'll be a fun game down there.
Will you hit every Newport on the East Coast?
Yeah, there's a Newport up in Maine if you wanted to give it a try.
We're going to hit that later on.
Rowan. Where is Rowan?
Rowan's in 2 weeks.
I know that's 2 weeks.
That's South Jersey.
They are a Jersey team.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's Montclair, then Rowan after that.
Okay.
And then we get into the CCC conference.
Right. Okay. Well, enjoy everything about it, from the daughter to the players
Fun day.
to the end score.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, fellas.
Thanks
Enjoy
for coming
talking
up. Appreciate it. All right, Kevin
Congratulations.
Gilmartin,
Nice job.
better known as Mr. Magnetism, and always good to talk with Kevin. All right, we got to take a last break. Whatever's left, Max, let's finish it up, and then we'll come back and finish it up. Here at Toppa Field in Newport, where Salve Regina defeats MIT 21-16 to put them at 2-0 on the season, and quite a game, very competitive, a lot of twists and turns to it, and entertaining as all get out. and a win for Salve Regina. I want to offer a couple of special thank yous to, first of all, Mr. Andrew Pizzelli, who is the Sports Information Director and was an incredible assistance to us to do the broadcast here in the press box, and also to Mr. Ed Habershaw, Associate Athletic Director, for a lot of the prep that comes before I even step inside this press box. So thanks to those two gentlemen. I think Jody Moradian, the Athletic Director, has got herself quite the staff and has a lot to be proud of herself. Well, all right, Mr. Ascoli.
Yes, sir.
I think that's enough football for one weekend.
Boy, it sure seems like it.
Maybe we'll watch one tomorrow.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Or two.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Thanks very much to Max Lawless back at the station for taking good care of us. And we hope that you'll join us. No broadcast next weekend. All of our teams are on the road. So we'll be with you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from last night, it'll be Rogers hosting Westerly. 2 weeks from today, it's Rowan coming in to play Salve, and we'll be here to bring all that to you. We appreciate your attention, and thanks for listening here on FM 101.1 and on WADK FM and WADK.com. 21-16 is the final. Thank you, Mr. Ascoli.
You're welcome. What the heck?
See you around.
All right, then.
Thank you, everybody, and thanks for listening.